Welcome to LoganRobo's channel, broadcasting live on twitch.tv/LoganRobo and on youtube.com/@LoganRobo. Tonight's game is The 100 Line, Last Defense Academy. We finally finished the first route, so it's time to travel back in time all the way to the beginning. Welcome to LoganRobo's channel, broadcasting live on twitch.tv/LoganRobo. Oh, thank goodness we're interrupting the loop.
Hey Alonga, only 2 months from giving birth again. Be sure to stay safe and keep your tongue out of holes on my maternity leave.
I will properly respond to that momentarily, but for now, thank you for tuning in, and please, enjoy the stream. And we are live! How is everybody doing? I am filled with excitement and a little bit of trepidation for this tonight. Because I don't know how much we're gonna be repeating. I assume, okay, so for those who missed it, last time we finished the first route and it ended with things going very poorly. I mean, they could have been worse, but they went poorly. And then Takumi realized that he could travel back in time, do his redo ability for like the entire game. And so it ended with him heading back in time. I assume he's keeping his same memories, so we won't just be like doing the game all over again. Right? We even have a 2 there. It's 100 Line Last Defense Academy 2. Hope if they ever do a sequel that it'll already just be 3. But we'll find out. How is everybody doing? I see Queen Katie was first here with a howdy. And then Oak re-upped the sub. Thank you so much, Oak, for re-upping the sub. And yeah, only 2 months away. So are you going to be taking maternity leave once, you know, you have another subscription, baby? Because like you have managed your stream streak quite well. Queen Katie said Nora just saw the execution for Chapter 5 of Danganronpa. And yes, Nora saw the bad ending. Good. Now, had Nora hung out with Hiro enough in order to be able to have the bad ending foreshadowed and realize the connection and all that? I hope that went well. Oak says, wait, Nora is live? I need to keep Discord open more, bro. Wait, is Nora live right now? I know that Z Diggity is. I must have missed that. Okay. Oh, Queen says, was live. She's about to raid. Oh, wait, okay. I think I understand now. Let me take a look over to YouTube. I see Taco's here saying E early, and then hoo. I'm the major hoo. I'm his wife hoo. Just imagine the Who's Unusual Life. Those are song lyrics, right? Is that the hoo? Is that the song? I don't know the words to any cool songs. But welcome, Taco. Dermo says hi, Taco. Baku says what's up. Dermo says can't believe it took till episode 27 to get to day 1. I know this is a long tutorial. Huggy Wuggy says yo, what's up, boys? Live stream starting now. Let's go. Baku says Logan, are you pregnant and need to go on maternity leave? I don't. No, I don't, but certain individuals in our community keep having subscription babies. I believe Clam should be having his second baby pretty soon. Huggy Wuggy with the ... Doris says, Baca, well, it's only a minute in and already Empreg got mentioned. Oh, crap. One of these days, we will go a whole stream without anyone mentioning Empreg. Darn it. Okay, let's should we load up the game? I'm already behind in both chats, but I will get caught up momentarily. But how is everybody doing? How is y'all's Wednesday? I also made sure right before the stream to post lots of Transformer stuff over on Discord in hopes that may summon Vero from Slumberland. But yes, let's go ahead and start this up. So, where we last left off last time, I think we just need to load our completed save file, right? The day 100 morning question mark. Oh, because it even says off to the side clear. Oh, that clear 0, so that's the number of extra times I guess we've cleared. I don't know. This might be a lot of repeating stuff, a lot of trial and error, a lot of getting our friends killed, but isn't that what we all come here for? So, y'all ready for this? Let me read one or two more quick comments. I'm legit excited for this. Queen Kitty says, "Oak, you gotta watch the VOD." And then Queen Kitty says, "Oh yeah, Logan, Spoiler Chat made a poll on what you'll pick for the first choice in your route. We'll share after the choice. Is the first choice very consequential? Or is it like, travel back in time, I'm so hungry. Do I have pancakes or do I have waffles?" And then it just never is important. It's like to train you to do the answering of things. But let's load it up. And let's find out together. Load this save data, yes. But how are all of you? It's good to have you here, everybody, both on Twitch and YouTube. Somewhere far away, someone is calling for me. It's gonna be Karua as Nozomi. Karua? No, not her. It is Karua. Don't you remember things, Takumi? Or is it her after all? She's the same, but different. That's right. I promised. I made her a promise, and this time I'm going to keep it. I have to keep my promises. There's no way I'm going to break it this time. I'll start this war all over again if that's what it takes. And I'll fight. I have to fight. Fight. Fight! Fight, 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 fight. I am totally emotionally and mentally balanced. Fight, fight, fight! Warg! I jolted upright in bed, throwing off the covers in a panic. My whole body was drenched in sweat. My heart was racing, like I'd just woken up from a nightmare.
Was it just a dream?
Wait, didn't we? But at the beginning of the game, we woke up in the classroom. Why are we in our room if we went all the way back? I couldn't remember exactly what kind of dream it had been, but it had left its mark on me all the same. My throat was hoarse, as if I'd been yelling over and over again. And my heart was pounding, not with fear or panic, but something closer to a burning resolve. What happened? Why can't I remember? Oh crap, do I not? No, I gotta remember, right? They're not, he's got to remember everything. Well, whatever it was, I'm wide awake now. It's not even close to morning yet. Maybe I'll step outside for some fresh air. Open door. It doesn't even say what day in the upper right corner. Just open door. We're in Takumi's room. Can I click other stuff? My bed is pretty comfortable. No, actually, it's very comfortable, especially when there's an Ato underneath it. Let's start early with our saving of extra. Oh, we even got a new logo with the 2 on it, so we know where not to over save stuff. Okay, let's head outside. Actually, I want to check our map. Okay, so we definitely seem to have. We are at the beginning, because the second to last Defense Academy people aren't here. Are they gathered anywhere? No. Okay, let's head outside. I got out of bed and slowly made my way toward the door. Along the way, I happened to catch a glimpse of myself in the mirror. Didn't we do this at the beginning of the game, too? It's me. In spite of everything, I'm still me, right? I think I made a joke about that at the beginning of the game. Okay, we're going full on Toby Fox. In spite of everything, I'm still me, right? It's the same face I see in the mirror every morning, but somehow something about it seems wrong. I don't know how to describe it. It's like this reflection doesn't feel like me anymore. Now I want to check. I have been watching the early VODs to pick out time codes for TikToks. I wonder if this is the same narration he had before, because he said something very similar to this at the beginning of the game. Maybe we do have amnesia. But I, as the player, don't, so I can still make good choices.
Who are you? I'm Takumi Sumino. Aren't I? Ugh, what am I doing? This is stupid.
It kind of is. Let's just go outside. Kira wrote my name in the death note 45 seconds ago! How long do I have to stay dead before I come back? Does it stop being funny? Oh, is this when our future self has now entered our body? Maybe up till that point it was just us and the... Oh, see? Hey, Let's touch hands. When you do it, yeah. Oh, interdigitization. Wanted to do that with Karo for so long. Oh, yep, we are entering our own body. Whoa! Okay, and there's all the memory. Okay, so that, whenever that waking up, that obviously wasn't day one. Yeah, when you do a highlight like that, a lot of bad stuff happened, huh? I should read some chat. Yay. Let's see. Oak says, no, I'm not taking leave. I just need something to prevent you from shoving your tongue into holes. Quicketa said, oh, don't worry. She did hang with Hiro. She knew instantly what it meant. Said, wow, this chat is so purple so far. Well, I think it's just like the two of you right now, Queen Katie and Oak. Oak says, Streamlabs, change your color. Queen Katie says, boo. Oak says, we need an mpreg counter command. Oh, please, don't give Oak and Crystal ideas. Queen Katie said, Vero equals sleeping beauty. Oak says, I too am sleepy. I've been so busy the last month that I feel bad for missing so many streams. Let me take a look over at the YouTube chat. Let's see. Baku says, that's why he said maternity. Oh, hang on, it just scrolled without me right in the middle of reading that. I gotta scroll back up. Why does it always do that? There we go. Baku says, that's why he said maternity leave. Oh, that's why he said maternity leave. Oh, says mpreg is peak. Huggy Wuggy says, Logan, when will you do Poppy Playtime Chapter 4? I think you've asked before. I mean, eventually. I don't have, like, it's not going to be in the immediate, like, within the next few weeks type of future. Down the road, maybe if we have an opening in the schedule, we might wait until we get in the mood for some more spooky games. I will eventually, but I have a backlog of a lot of games and a lot more to go with this one. And new ones that I'm excited to play, like Dispatch and things like that. But don't worry, I will get to it, Huggy Wuggy. I hope you enjoy things in the interim, though. Derma says, I've been playing The Seance of Blake Manor. It's peak. I saw your post on Discord about it. It looks interesting. It sounds interesting based on your description. Sveta says, good evening. I got chicken pox. No! So I'm really thankful for your stream. It'll distract me and make me feel better. I'm sorry, Sveta, because, like, Sveta, I assume you're an adult or at least a teenager. It's like, okay. Chat, confession time. I have never had chicken pox, but I hear that it's a lot worse when you're an adult. I think I might be a little bit of a mutant. I think I might be naturally immune to chicken pox, and I think my mom might be as well, and I inherited it from her. Because, like, when I was a little kid, I remember very distinctly when I was about, like, 3, 4, 5 years old, something like that. My older brother got chicken pox, and my mom did this thing that I don't know if parents still do this, but back then they did. One kid has chicken pox, you try and expose the other kid to the chicken pox kid to try and get the kid to catch it, to get it out of the way early on, because like I said, it's much worse the older you are. And so, like, there, take me, it's like, shove me at my brother, give him chicken pox, give him I never caught it. And I found out, like, that apparently my mom also has just never had chicken pox. So I think I might have a natural immunity to it. So yeah. So I'm sorry that you have that, Sveta. Be jealous of my blood genetics and things, but I hope you get feeling better. Derma says, hi, Sveta. Sorry to hear that. Chicken pox sucks. Baku says, what's up? Sveta says, hello, Dermo. Yeah, ... Never had it as a kid. Well, I knock on wood. I hope I don't get it. Joshua says, hi, Logan. Hi, Sveta. How you doing, Joshua? Derma says, hi, Joshua. Sveta says, hi, Joshua. Taco says, no! Oh, no, I'm late. Well, you were here earlier, so it's all good. Let me read a couple more over on Twitch, and we'll get back into this. Quieta says, well, the first choice leads to more choices, but this first choice is the deciding factor in which group of routes you'll head for. Okay, so it really fully branches off. So let's get to whatever that choice is.
Where am I? Who am I?
Struggling to make sense of the images flooding into my mind, I staggered outside. Yeah, I hope that all the dialogue prior to that looking in the mirror was the same. I need to compare the VODs. That's really cool. So we saw, like, Takumi in the past before we quantum leapt into our own body. I do like that that's the way they're doing time travel. We're still within ourselves, but we're not like a second Takumi in the past now or something. Everything was how I remembered it. The rooftop, the plain prefab huts that served as our rooms, and of course, the wall of undying flames surrounding the school. Having lost them once before, seeing them again was almost comforting. Encouraging, even.
No doubt about it. It works. This is the past.
So we can just keep doing this over and over again, right? As long as we have
I
enough
did it.
voltage.
I've traveled back in time.
That fact slowly started to sink in. This was really happening.
This time I won't mess things up. I'll keep my promise. Nothing is going to stop me this time.
Okay, we should probably go tell everybody.
I'll protect the ones I hold dear.
Okay.
And we'll all go to the satellite together.
Yay.
I won't let things play out the way they did before.
Is that the moon? Right on cue. I felt a presence behind. Oh, is it Ato? I felt a presence behind me. His presence. Oh, it's the boy on fire. Crap, I forgot. Yeah, never mind. I thought we were gonna like have a confrontation right off the bat. I mean, Ato doesn't know that we know that he's the traitor McTraderson, so we should probably be fine. I could finally hear the strange boy's voice. The way I was now, he could communicate directly with the cryptoglobin in my blood.
You're wrong. It's not the moon.
Oh, so it was the boy on fire, Undying Flames boy. Do we get to name, we need to name him at some point, was asking, is that the moon?
That's the artificial satellite humanity's survivors fled to. Huh? You wanted to see if I could understand you, right? Well, I can. Give it a try.
Also, tell him that you're his friend, Takumi, and tell him he's a baby.
You can really hear me?
Not like as an insult, like, you're a baby, but just so he knows that he technically is a baby.
Yeah. My cryptoglobin is strong enough now. I used a little of your power to come here from the future.
My power? The future?
I know, it's a lot to take in. You don't have to believe me right away. But it's true. I absorbed your cryptoglobin and came back. To try again. To redo these 100 days. And make things better.
You're right, it is a lot, but I believe you. Really? Just like that? See, Ray keeps me informed about what's going on, but I know he's kept my existence a secret from you. I doubt you'd be this calm if it were really your first time seeing me. You're even able to talk to me in this form. That alone is enough for me to believe that what you're saying is true. I mean, I guess that's nice that we're cutting right to the chase here. I don't know if I'd go straight to, yes, I believe in time travel. I would think maybe you're lying about some things. Thanks. That'll make things a lot easier. It also explains the irregularity I sensed a little while ago. An irregularity? I'm not sure how to explain it. I felt a kind of pulse, I suppose. Then my body got hot and feverish. It was like my cryptoglobin had suddenly been supercharged. Well, if that's true, then I put my hand over my chest to feel my own heartbeat. That violent pulsing. It felt the same as before I left. I think I might have come back with all my powers intact. Oh, so that's how we're gonna explain that, like, all the stat bonuses carry over. Nice! Do they carry over for our teammates, though? It's not just your memories. Your cryptoglobin was also carried over from your previous timeline. In that case, what I felt before was probably my cryptoglobin resonating with yours. Resonating? Yes, sensing a power equal to its own must have stimulated it. You're saying your powers got stronger just because I'm here? I'm only guessing. Even I don't know very much about how cryptoglobin works. Nora, rated with a party of 2. Welcome, Nora. I don't know if we have a mod here unless a mod came in with you, so I may have to do the shout out manually for you. I heard through the grape-colored vine that you got the bad ending in Danganronpa. I didn't even know that you were live tonight. So, Crystal is here to do a shout out. Okay, let's see what kind of clip we got. I'm gonna have a sip of water. Oh, it actually is a clip. Oh, I know what this is.
The fire department's gonna help. It's okay. We're fine.
Yeah, it's okay, guys. The fire department's gonna save her. Oh, man.
Hi, Celeste.
No, they're gonna save her. Trust me.
Bye, Celeste.
See, they saved her. She didn't die of the fire.
I think they ran her.
So how was the stream?
She didn't die of the fire, so it's fine.
See,
But they
helped.
put the fire out.
Yeah, they put the fire out.
Sorry to mute, I gotta get the hiccups there for a second. Welcome, Nora. Welcome, Crystal. How are you? I'm gonna read some more in the chat. I'm already a little bit behind. Let's see, where did I leave off? Hey, how was your stream, Nora? How far did you get? Did you finish did you finish case 5? You got through the execution of case 5, yeah? I would imagine that it made you sad. Let's see, Oak says, oh, Logan, have you seen the new Jujutsu Kaisen episodes? I didn't, I haven't. Are they out? Are they dubbed yet? Are they only subtitled? Is it gonna be dubbed? Season 3 is peak so far. The only thing I don't like so far is they keep using this one motion blur effect that makes it hard to see the animation. I feel like that's been happening a lot more in a lot of animation. I feel like you see that, you saw that a lot in Jujutsu Kaisen previously, maybe not necessarily overdone. I feel like you see that type of thing in Demon Slayer. I hope it's good. Now, are there any other movies that I have to watch before starting season 3? Because that's the problem. I watched season 2 before watching the movie in between, and I didn't realize I was missing stuff. Oak says, but everything else is cinema. My dad and I have been watching Death Note, so this is fresh in my mind. Quickie says, oh, hey, Logan, I got a new... hang on. I just noticed there was a pin message. It just disappeared. I don't know what it said. Queen said, oh, hey, Logan, I got a new clock in my room. First clock. The ticking really enhanced your dead acting moment. Nice. I don't have like an actual ticking clock in this room. I have one in the bathroom, but that's it. And Queen Katie says, ad quote, oh, yep, we are entering our own body. And Oak says, I've only ever had Logan pox. That's when I get a bunch of spots on my face that look like LoganRobo. Oh, that sounds horrible. That sounds absolutely horrible. Let me take a look over to YouTube chat. Joshua says, hey, Dermo. Dermo says, you just in time for the beginning of the game. ... Kinda. Baku says, hey, Taco, my goat. Taco says, hey, Baku, my goat. Dermo says, Baku and Taco, I'm allowing one round of my goat if it gets repetitive. Otherwise, Taco says, anyways. Baku says, okay, Dermo. Taco says, stop trying to birth at Disneyland. Oh, we have a new person. Saifu Usuri? Am I saying that right? Are you still here in the chat? Saifu, does that mean wallet? I know a little bit of Japanese, but welcome. May I call you Saifu for short? If you are new here, or maybe you're like just kind of someone who's been here before, but just like with a new name. Oh, hang on, just scrolled without me because I got to scroll back up to where I was. Let me give you the rundown of the channel, Saifu. My name is Logan. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Right now, we are alternating between this game, 100 Line Last Defense Academy, and The Walking Dead Telltale series. We're in Season 3 of The Walking Dead. We got like 2 more episodes of Season 3 than Season 4, and I guess that's it. Other games games that we played in the past include the Danganronpa series, Persona, Ace Attorney, Deltarune, things like that. So welcome. Also, let me copy over our link tree into YouTube so that if you're interested, you can check this out. That has all of our social media, including a Discord invite. So welcome. Again, let me know if I can call you Saifu for short. But I hope you enjoy your time here. If you played the 100 line before, we just finished the first route, and now we're traveling back in time for the first time to have actual control over our own destiny. But yeah, Saifu says, Takumi on Takumi action. Durma says, what Matrix type of stuff is this? Taco says he's tweaking. Baku says, grab Taco by the shirt. 1914. Taco says, 1914. Durma says, the rest of the students just wake up to a screaming Takumi. And they're probably like, it's all the time. This guy has night terrors. So many night terrors. Okay, let's play some more, and then I'll be back to both chats soon. Thank you again, Nora, for the raid. I hope your stream went well. I hope you're enjoying Danganronpa. Wait. If you finished the 5th chapter trial, then that means you also experienced the reason why my dislike of Hiro, I feel, is fully justified. Because that means you had to experience the whole, like, oh, is she a ghost? We have to waste like 20 minutes explaining to me what ghosts are and aren't. Oh, it was the worst. It was the worst. The worst. Okay, I'm only guessing. Even I don't know very much about how cryptoglobin works. But if it can send your consciousness back in time, I don't think it's out of the question for it to cause a reaction in other users. So I guess this is going to mean this is the explanation for how everybody else is also going to include their buffs that we've given them. The flow of time is by nature one of the absolute truths of the world. Under normal circumstances, there's no way that flow can be reversed. Breaking that rule and warping time to your own ends is bound to have consequences. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, I was thinking about last time's stream. Remember how the first route ended with a tease where everybody else launched to the moon base, and then after that, the rocket came back down, there's a walkie-talkie in it, and I think it was Takemaru, maybe it was other people as well, and they were like, Takumi, it's horrible, it's awful up here, you gotta get up here, screaming. I want to lock in a guess as to what that is. My guess is they got to the moon, and the moon was populated entirely by invaders. I still think that maybe invaders are just regular people. It would explain why in one of our final fights that we did, all the invaders were like screaming for help. I think that they are regular people that maybe when they are induced with like hemoanima or cryptoglobin or whatever, they just turn into mindless killing machines until they're like turned off. And so I think that's what's happened up on the moon, that everybody's been turned into invaders and we're gonna need to like save or just maybe kill them all. But we shall find out. Something unexpected might happen in the world you return to. It may have unfathomable effects on your cryptoglobin. You're probably right. In the future, you told me something similar. I did? Interesting. But assuming your arrival is what stimulated my cryptoglobin, I don't think I'm the only one to benefit from its effects. Yep, here we go, explain why everybody else will still have their stats boosted. The other members of the Special Defense Unit should have felt it too, almost like our powers are synced up. So everyone else is stronger now too, even Ato though. Including everyone over at Second to Last Defense Academy? We could have a road trip over there right away. That's unexpected, but I guess it's a good thing. We're all on the same side after all. Did Takumi really seriously just say we're all on the same side after Ato betrayed us? But I still don't understand what you're doing here. It must be important if you'd subject yourself to 100 days of war all over again. Just what happened in the future you came from? It's a long story. Before I get into that, can you tell me how far I've come back? What day is this? It's the day after you were all brought here. Day 2 out of 100. Okay, so that means, but it's the early morning of day 2, right? Because we just woke up. So that means we have until tonight to stop Ato from murdering Sirei. Yeah? Because I think that happened on the second night, Ato said. Day 2? What happened here the first time around? I feel like there was something important, but... What are you doing out here anyway? There must be a reason you appeared. Oh, of course. I almost forgotten all this excitement. I needed to ask you something. That's why I created this avatar and went looking for someone to talk to. What did you want to ask me about? Have you seen Sirei? He comes to the defense room to talk to me every night, but he didn't show up today. Oh, crap. No, it's not day 2 morning. It's day 2 nighttime. We woke up in the middle of the night and looked in the mirror. Oh, crap. Ato's killing Sirei. Are we not going to have Sirei even in the flashback? Is he only in like 2 days of the entire game and then just gone even when we rewind time? Huh? Sirei? Oh, of course, that's what was so important about our second day here. Well, I'll do whatever I can. Come find me in the war room tomorrow morning and I'll let you know what the brass says.
Hey.
I've got a lot to do, so I'll call it a day there. See you tomorrow, bright and early. That was when Sirei disappeared right after promising to tell us the truth about the war. This is the night Ato kills Sirei. He does what? We have to find them. We might still be in time to stop it. If not, we'll just rewind time again, right? All right, if Sirei's in danger, I won't ask questions. I'll help you look for him. It's not easy for me to maintain this form, but it sounds like there are more important things at stake. Thanks, I appreciate it. I'll let you know as soon as I find anything. I'm gone. The ghost boy disappeared into thin air as if he'd been swallowed up by his own flames. If I can protect Sirei, the future is bound to change. I have to stop Ato. I won't let him mess everything up this time. Before beginning my search, I headed for the war room. Oh, the game, you're not gonna trust me? You're not gonna trust me to go there on my own game? I wouldn't have gone straight there. I would have wasted as much time as possible. Whatever happened next, I was going to need my infuser. So we're getting right into this. We're gonna go and confront Ato. Let me read some more comments in the chat. Quita says, thank you devs for not creating a time paradox. Way too many games with time paradoxes. The ones I always get that kind of irk me are the causality loops. It's like, you know, you travel back in time and become your own grandpa or something like that. Oak says, can we have Yowie? Oh, we have Yowie at home. You don't need any Yowie in this game. Quick says, baby Fireboy gets to have friends. Oak says, can we name him Dave? We could collect other suggestions. We might have to wait till there's more people here. I think it's still only a few people on Twitch, but I'm fine if we want to take 5 name suggestions and It'd be great if we could name him. Obviously, then he wouldn't be able to have voiced lines that are named. Oak says, Logan, has anyone ever told you you look like an eraser? You know what? I don't think they have, but I can see that. I can see that. Let me take a look over the YouTube chat. Let's see. Baku says, I think an MPreg counter is an amazing idea. Taco says, me and Baku went through all stages of grief about our history teacher. Dermot says, Baku, well, it's 2 on YouTube. Like for today. Baku says we should get it up to 20 and talk with the message. Oh, wait, message deleted by the moderator. Baku says, Yuri. Dermot says, Baku, you looking to buy Yuri 6? Taco says, yeah, Baku, are you? Baku says, yes. Taco says, okay. Dermot says, 20 euros per pack. Baku says, we should explain to our science teacher what Yuri is. Well, as you saw from Dermo, Yuri is just a European currency. Taco says, yes. Baku says, do you take cash or card, or can I possibly offer you orphans? And Dermo says, I'm 6 hours into Blake Manor and only just found a room I've walked by 20 plus times. I just never saw the door. Don't you love it when that happens? Don't you love it? Okay, let's take a look over Twitch. Oh, there's where the Nora raid happened. Nora says, Nora is raiding in. We hope her tears don't mess up your stream. Quita says, here's the raid. There's Crystal with a shout out. How you doing, Crystal? Nora says, I just finished the chapter in Danganronpa that I'm on. And then Crystal says, Nora raid, we will stab you. Nora says, finish Dangan chapter and I'm shooketh, flabbergasted. Crystal says, oh yeah, we killed Kyoko. Cricket says, yee, chapter 5 is complete. Oak says, it's only sub right now, I think. Wait, what's only sub right now? Wait, okay, for a second I thought that the chat was set to sub-only chat. I was worried. Let me have a sip of water, and we'll get back into it. Okay, I'm ready to take on Ato. Now I just have to find... should we, be waking up everybody else? We can, gang up on him. Back in my timeline, he said he called Surrey out to discuss something. Where was it again? Was it in the... No, had we unlocked the training room yet? I don't remember. Look at stuff. Is this where they shot the morning announcement? Oh, that's his desk he's at. Okay, I didn't realize that. A machine gun's been placed here to protect the defense system. He's gonna click everything, gonna take my time. Infusers are usually left near the defense system. Are they being charged or something? There's so many resources here for whatever reason. I don't feel like reading them all. Anything else? Okay. I should just be able to look at my... Oh, there's Boy on Fire in the hallway. He will help me find Ato. I wish I could just look at my map and see what room Ato is in. Okay, so let's head outside here and go talk to Boy on Fire. To Flamin' Boy. He's this way. Oh, I forgot. There's only half of you. You don't got legs, bro. I mean, you're not bound in a wheelchair. You're not like a paraplegic. You're not an amputee, but you just float. You waft. Maybe it would be better if we split up and look for him separately. Let's see. How about you go check the first floor? They have that big gym there. Oh, maybe it was the gym. Maybe that's where it was. That would make sense. I don't think we've ever really done anything that important in the gym so far. I think we met Surrey there once, and then that's where Second to Last Defense Academy gathered in the morning, and that was it. Gym. Oh, that's right. I remember now. It was in James. Maybe it'd be better if we split up. The Jameses. I'm gonna walk slowly. I'm gonna go down. Because I don't want to get winded before I get down there. If I get winded, then I'm gonna have a harder time murdering my friend. Let's just head down here. I assume we're gonna have to kill him because I don't know if talking to him is gonna do much good. Okay, let's save before we head in here, and let's go kill Ato. I gently flung the door to the gym open and charged inside, afraid of what I might find. Oh, he was just about to do it. He's already he's got Surrey's back there. He's like, don't look over here. Nothing, you know what I mean? Oh, my back, it's so stabbable, so slashable. Oh, anyone could just cut me right into quarters if they wanted. Oh! Sumino! Oh, it's voiced.
What are you doing here?
I'm stopping you, Ato.
I could ask you the same thing.
Me? Oh, I just
betraying ya.
You told Sire there was something you wanted to discuss alone after sleeping hours.
What?
He's taught you how to use hemo anima, and you've used this conversation to get him to relax around you. Now you're planning to take advantage of his dropped guard to destroy him before he has a chance to fight back.
I wish that we were like on the screen too. It'd be cooler to see like Takumi being all confrontational. Is he gonna deny it or is he just gonna go, you found me out? Oh, I think he's gonna let the mask drop. Is he gonna, he's gonna pull back his hair right away?
Destroy me? What are you thinking, Outsuki? You'll never defeat the invaders without me!
Nah!
Besides, did you forget what I told you earlier? You got a bomb in you. I can detonate whatever I want.
Then do it right now, Sirei! That won't matter as long as he takes you out in one hit. He can always come back with a Revive-O-Matic.
You're right. That is an awful hole in my plan. I can't believe I didn't think of that. But why would you want to kill me anyway? I was gonna tell you the truth tomorrow. I'm being nice. If I die, you won't have a clue what's going on here. And having no leader will make your battles even harder.
That's exactly what he wants, but I won't let that happen this time. This time. This time? Say that again. Fantastic Four. Takumi! I put my hand away. I'm no longer evil. What's gotten into you? This is all a big misunderstanding. I wasn't really gonna harm Sirei. I just wanted to, you threaten him a little. Make sure he wasn't lying. I mean, he says we're fighting the war to decide the fate of all humanity. If that's true, then you want to sabotage it and guarantee humanity is destroyed, isn't that right?
What? Hey, you want humanity to be destroyed?
What you talking about? Why would I want to do something so horrible? I hope that whatever motivation you give me is not just I think you're all ugly. That'd be ridiculous. I'm gonna read some more comments in the chat. Nora says, I kind of ended stream just by ... I need to sit with my thoughts and left. Quita says, that was me with nausea. Nora said, Oak, you might need to watch my Dongan VOD. You missed a lot. Quita says, yeah, Oak you didn't get my DM yesterday. Oak says, I low-key have no idea what's been happening with anything for the past month. Like anything at all, in fact. Quita says, mood. Nora says, I've missed you, Oak. When will you come back to streams? And then Quita says, oh, Logan, I have a question. Do I count death separately from the prologue and this new route or combine them? That is a good question. I guess you could always add them up. So I say, let's separate them out. Let's try and separate them out. And then, yeah, because we could always do simple math to add them up later. So yeah, let's create new counters for our new run here. Over on YouTube, let's see. Taco says, a person in the hall yesterday called me and Baku Yuri, and then Baku screamed. Then our science teacher got mad at us. Baku says, we got in trouble. Taco says, yeah. Baku says, but I mean, can two people just be friends? Taco says, for real. Baku says, that was a reasonable reaction. Sveta says, Fireboy. Fruzy says, Fireboy. So is that another name? So what was it that Oak suggested? Steve and Fireboy. Derma says, hi, Fruzy. Taco says, hi, Fruzy. Derma says, Water Girl. Baku says, what's up? And Fruzy says, heyo. Hang on, it scrolled without me, so I got to scroll up. There we go. Sveta says, wait, I remember. Is that the moon line in the original run? How was Takumi able to hear it back then? Maybe I'm misremembering. Oh. I don't know. I don't remember. That's a good question. I'm not sure. Sveta. Oh, another new person. Starlove326 says, aw, we love Fireboy. Starlove, were you here when I gave Saifu the run down the channel? I'll give you the schedule again really quick. But hi, my name is Logan. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Right now, we are alternating between this game, 100 Line, and the Walking Dead Telltale series. Other types of games we played have been Persona, Ace Attorney, Deltarune, Danganronpa. So, yeah, I'd love to hear how you found us here. Are you... Wait, no. Hang on. Starlove, I know that name. I know that... Have you... I think I know it. Maybe I have just something similar. Have you commented on something before, or have you been here before? Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else that's just a very similar sounding name. But either way, welcome. Let me know if you need the link tree. I posted it just a little bit ago for Saifu. I can post it again if you want like our access to our other social media stuff. But I hope you enjoy your time here. Okay, let's play some more. What are you talking about? Why would I want to do something so horrible? Don't try to deny it. I know how you see us. Unsightly, freakish, eerie monsters. And you think you've been chosen as some kind of savior who will rid the planet of our vile species. There's no use in hiding it, Ato. I know everything. Do you think all the other invaders see us the same way, and that's like why they broke off? Maybe Ato's an invader and just doesn't realize it? Would it be awful if Ato actually does see us the way that we actually are all, but Ato just has very unusual taste in beauty?
You hate humanity? I don't understand.
How? I've never told anyone about any of that. Not even once. So how?
How do you know about all this, Takumi?
Hey, easy ball! Now we can kill him without guilt. If you want to blame somebody, blame your future self. You laid it all out in a lengthy monologue. What? The future? That's right. I come from a future where you sabotaged this academy. I came back to fix it, to stop you. yeah. So, it's not just your appearance. You're actually crazy, too. Well, I have to say, this is a disappointment. I was so sure you'd be the easiest one to deceive. Oh, what a pity that I'll have to kill you first. I'm ready for you this time.
I'm going to stop you and change the future.
Yeah. I can go. No. So I guess we're just doing this in the gymnasium. We're not even like going outside where there's more room. Okay, why not? Why not? Yay for stock animation. I was about to ask if we could see Ato transform as well, but I guess he was already transformed. Yarg, blah, 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 underwater. Let's see, and Quiggity says, yeah, the dumbest debate of all. And Nora says, oh, definitely. It was so funny. You found it funny? I was just frustrated as heck. With hero battle start!
What are you talking about, Takumi? So it's not just your appearance. You're actually crazy, too.
You already said that. You actually sound more crazy repeating your lines, Ato.
It doesn't matter. You can try to stop me, but you don't stand a chance. I just felt a surge in my humo anima.
Oh yeah, you got a boost as well. That's right, I let you execute a commander before.
What? Your hemo anima? Time to test it on you. Prepare to die, vile human!
Not if I kill you first. I'm pretty sure I get to go first. Defeat Ato! Lose condition. Takumi dies. Alright. What's this music? It sounds like that. Alright, well, he has 13 hit points, and we have 14. Oh, so that puts us at an advantage. Now, he does have his stronger attack. But we should have... Oh, we don't have attack potions!
Say when.
Okay, well, I should still be able to do just an impact stab on him. Just do that over and over again, right? Yeah. And as long as I go first, I should win, as long as I don't do anything stupid. Yeah. Yes, end for turn. What are you gonna do? Oh, yo, you're running next to me? Oh, you only do 2. Oh, but you get armor, but that's okay. Impact stab, I think, ignores armor, right?
Here we go.
Doesn't it? Impact stab. Yeah, ignores armor. And I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna back up just so you have to walk toward me. Oh, this is gonna be easy. Yeah, okay. Oh, I'm bleeding! Crap! It's not easy! I mean, it's still easier. I'm still in the lead, so I think I'm probably still gonna be fine. But I forgot about bleed. I'm back up again. Enemy turn. Oh, what is this? Cryptoglobin affects special attacks, absorbing the baby. I forget it's a baby. The baby. Oh, crap. So he gets all of his bonuses, including the baby's bonuses. Absorbing the baby's Cryptoglobin has transformed Takumi's Crimson Assault. Oh, my skill. Crimson Assault skill to Azure Blitz. Azure Blitz, as my Blitz, as all of our Blitzes. Azure Blitz has a wide vertical range with a piercing effect capable of killing distant enemies. Player turn. Oh, and it gave me voltage. Okay, so we're just gonna do a special attack. Azure Blitz, level 2. Consume voltage to activate a special attack and inflicts stun on user, ignores armor when calculating damage. Oh, okay, yeah, so this is gonna kill him. You ready for this, Ato? Ready for this? He won't die. He won't die. He won't die.
One last strike.
Get a cool animation for it. It's azure blue, just like yours is red. We're opposites. Yay! Yay, we killed Ato. You win! Hooray! Do I even get battle points for that? It was totally scripted. Okay, we got battle points. Why not? Let me read a couple more comments in the chat. Let's see. Nora says, and I saw Hero's prediction come true, which made me rather uncomfortable. Oak says, who even is Logan Robo? That's what I'm talking about, Oak. I don't even know anymore. Quiggita said, my theory about the moon, everyone is actually dead up there. Nobody is alive somehow. Well, I guess we'll maybe find out eventually. Quiggita says, either that or the moon has nobody there. No dead bodies, no alive bodies. The entire moon is empty. Oak says, Ato, come have Yowie with us. Quiggita said, don't worry, Logan. Takumi must have had that moment of forgetting Ato is alive in the past. So quick, Takumi, save Fireboy's dad. And then Crystal says, ad quote, oh, and ad's quote from earlier. Let me take a look over YouTube chat. Taco says, it was just the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Taco says, you didn't have to remind me of Celeste's death. Baku said, Jujutsu Kaisen mentioned, so my goat Yuji. I'm gonna watch the new episodes tonight. I'm assuming they're just like subtitled now. I probably gotta wait for a couple weeks for the dub, right? Baku says, guys, the chat is kind of quiet. Derma says, still here, just waiting for ... you'll see. Baku says, it's kind of mysterious. Dermo, also Yaoi mentioned. And Frulzy says, ominous. Yaoi. Frulzy! Is not all Yaoi ominous in some way? Oh, and we're reusing the same battle sprite. How nice of us to inflict the exact same injuries onto him so that he looks the same. Impossible! How could you be so much stronger than me? Because I observed you, boy!
That was really something, Sumino. When did you get so strong? I mean, you did okay in yesterday's battle, but you're on a whole other level now.
It's only been 1 day since then. What happened to you? Only 1 day. Only 100 days? Yeah! Maybe that's how it seems to you, but for me it's been so much longer! I've already spent a full 100 days with you, Ato. I never even guessed at your true nature until it was too late.
Everything we did, everything we sacrificed, it was all for nothing. All because of you.
Oh, hang on, a poll has appeared on Twitch. Poll says, what does Logan most closely resemble? The options are a frozen yogurt, Germa, an eraser, a lonely man, or quicksand. I'm gonna vote quicksand just because that's like that. I was not expecting that one. So thank you, whoever redeemed the create a poll or decided to make a poll. I appreciate that. I'll be back to both chats soon. Hi, whoa.
Where's all this coming from, Subino? What's going on with you?
Were you not paying attention? I traveled back in time, Sirei.
I think I can explain, Sirei.
It's Undying Flame Boy! Another voice joined the conversation, speaking directly into my head at the same time. He appeared. What the hell? Ato really did betray us. It's just like you said, Takumi.
You made some kind of avatar out of Undying Flames? I didn't know you could do that.
I was worried when you didn't come to the defense room. Well, it's more than that, really. I wanted to see the people who are fighting to protect me up close at least once. Can you hear him too, Sirei?
That's right. He can only communicate via hemoanima telepathy. But I've got equipment built into me to receive those signals. Now, you said you could explain all this?
Yes, you might have trouble believing, Takumi, but it will probably mean more coming from me. The ghost boy went on to tell Sirei everything I told him when I arrived in this timeline. Naturally, the little creature was taken aback. Who wouldn't be?
You used hemoanima to travel through time? Oh, now that you mention it, Aotsuki did say he felt a sudden surge of power back there.
That seems to be a side effect of Takumi's arrival here.
Well, butter my biscuits! Like literally. I'm not talking about the biscuits in the oven. You see my biscuits? Butter them up. I never expected anything like this to happen. Just goes to show you we haven't even scratched the surface of what Cryptoglobin can do.
What are you all talking about? Where did this fiery monster come from? All that stuff about the future, is it really true? What have you done, Takumi? You don't need to know that. You only need to die, Ato Staff. You'll only try to use anything I tell you against me anyway. It's over, Ato. I won't let you destroy humanity. You're gonna kill me then? Is that what you're saying? Well, I'm probably gonna like execute you, but it's okay. I will get a bonus. I'll get a boost. ... Oh, the poll is done, and Quicksand has won with 50% of the vote. So apparently I resemble Quicksand. Second place was a tie between an eraser and a lonely man. See, I think it's unfair to say I look like a lonely man because I am a lonely man. It's like saying, oh, that dog looks like a dog. It's like, yeah, of course it looks like a dog. This is what it is. You seem like such a nice guy, too. You must really hate me. What did I do to deserve such malice, Takumi? Oh, think about it. I haven't actually done anything. Are you really gonna take my life because of something you think I might do? There's no might about it. You'll definitely mess things up if I don't stop you. I know you well enough to be sure of that. It's not like anything I say can change your mind about humanity, can it? If you try, oh, my mind has changed. You don't have to kill me now. Oh, you're right. There's no changing who I am. You're all just unsightly monsters. That's a firm, immutable truth. As long as I live, I'll never stop hating your whole vile species.
I gotta say, you two are full of surprises, both of you. Are you gonna, like, are you guys gonna kiss? I mean, it feels like that's where this is headed. I can't be the only one, come on. How an outlier like you ended up here is a real mystery, Outsuki. The desire to eliminate humanity is totally antithetical to our mission here. I'll have to look into how such an error could have occurred.
Well, I'm guessing they only like selected for using hemoanima, not like craziness. Unless they meant to take Karu instead of Ato. I know Karuwa came here of her own volition, but there might still be a connection. I know that Ato isn't Karuwa. I was wrong about that, but maybe there's some connection between them.
Now that I know all of this, there's no use in preserving you anymore.
Siray's eyes flash. Oh, we don't even get to execute him. He's gonna blow him up? Okay, he's gonna blow him up. I'm gonna explode him. I'm gonna read some more in the chat. Quick, it says, is that the legendary 1057? wait. The quote says the legendary upside down number. No, 11057 is the upside. We got another 10,000 to go before we reach there. Quick, it says, wait, no, I don't think so. Never mind. I think it was 11. It says 1037. Well, yeah, 11037. Quick, the keyboard slam says that's better though. Sub only about the anime. That's what it was. Kim says, Streamly, check it. Have a nice stream and hydrate. Thank you very much, Kim. I'll do that right now. Can't believe how long this is taking. It's taking this almost an hour just to murder Ato. Let me read some more over on YouTube. Taco says, I'm back. Baku says, doomed Yuri. Taco says, my mommy said, no more phone or iPad. Sveta says, Sirei is getting killed and you're just clicking stuff. Tusk. Taco says, Baku, we have science tomorrow. Baku says, at least you're back, Taco. That's all that matters. We do, unfortunately, our research papers are due tomorrow, too. Are you guys done with them? Derma says, I'm starting to think Logan wants Sirei to die. Fruzy says, Logan, you forgot there was a festival in the gym. Oh, that's right. There was a festival, too. Thank you for reminding me of that, Fruzy. And it just scrolled without me, so I got to scroll back up to where there. No, not quite there yet. There we are. Okay, let's get back in this. Saray's about to explode. I hope it's just his head. I hope it's like what's that one GIF? There's like a GIF of the movie. I want to say it's like Scanners or something. There's a guy sitting there. His head just explodes. Beep. Oh, he's gonna explode. What did you just do? Oh, maybe he didn't explode him. Maybe he just turned off the revive-o-matic for him. Oh, that's so that when we kill him, he won't come back. Well, if we like stab him and absorb, he mummifies, right? And then he doesn't come back.
I erased out Suki's DNA record from the revive-o-matic database. I'm gonna let you do a murder.
It's got data on all of us right down to our genetic code. It cross-references those records to figure out who's in the pod. From there, it uses some kind of ultra-complicated process to reconstruct the body back to its original state, and then we're alive again just like that. So, Ato can't be revived anymore?
Exactly. Oh, look how happy I am. All that's left is for you to execute him, and everything will be back on track.
Coward. You just blow up the bomb in his head. Well, I guess we need the bonus from stabbing him. So, I'm doing this. I'm killing Ato before he can do any harm. Wait, Takumi, I won't try to stop you, but take a moment to think about this. You said you came back so you could change the future. What kind of future do you want to create, and is killing him the only way to achieve it? Well, it's a good way to guarantee we don't get the same future we got before. The future I want.
Oh, you should absolutely kill him. Leave him alive and we'll have no kind of future at all. He's an enemy of all humanity, just like the invaders. He doesn't deserve your pity.
Right, I'm inconvenient for you, so I just get rid of me. Is this working? I never tried reverse psychology before, but I feel like nothing to lose. Or do I undo its effectiveness by telling you it's reverse psychology? Isn't that how humans made it this far? Ignore the fact that you'll be taking an innocent life for your own selfish purpose. Innocent. He admitted that he murdered his own parents. He's not innocent. If it's for humanity's sake, then anything goes. Isn't that right? Ato's not about to change his mind. He's still just as much of a threat as ever. And I know better than anyone the kind of terrible things he's capable of. But I can't deny that this Ato hasn't done any of that yet. And he's not an invader. He's a human being just like me. So are invaders! Is killing this version of him really the right thing to do? This has to be my decision. And by my decision, I mean the player's decision. I'm done with letting others control my fate. Unless the other is the player. Then yeah, you just control me, player. Control me all night. That's why I came back in the first place. To create a new future on my own terms. Whatever path I choose here, I have to be prepared to see it through. It's time to make my choice! Story decisions! So this is the first big decision that Queen Katie was mentioning, so this will group up the different routes. Decide Ato's fate, kill him, let him live. From now on, the story will diverge greatly depending on Takumi's decisions. You'll be able to come back and explore other choices later. Now, decide Ato's fate.
Decide your destiny! Better than anyone can decide invaders. Stay about turn, choose the air and make my choice. Decide Ato's fate. Kill him, let him live.
Kill him, let him... Okay, so here's the thing. The smart thing to do would be to kill him. Because he caused a whole lot of problems. But on the other hand, the more interesting choice would be to let him live. And to just have a traitor. Just hanging out with us. Just have a bad guy. Yeah. I always love it when you got like a traitor, a bad guy, just like hanging out with, and everybody knows he's bad, that he's evil, he's the worst. I should kill him. And part of me wants to, but I want to see what the story will do if I let him live. I'm much more curious to see how the story is going to unfold if he's alive. So I think we're going to spare him.
Let him live. It's your future.
And we can always come back and kill him anytime we want. We can do it probably multiple times. But how am I going to explain this to Sirei, though? No, I'm not going to kill you, Ato.
Sirei said, okay, I will. All right, illusion of choice.
Huh?
What? Yeah. You may be totally insane, but you're still human. Not to mention you're defenseless now. Is he? Is he really? Even in an extreme situation like this, killing you would be going too far. It's not a step I'm prepared to take. So here, I'm just gonna chop off your arms and legs, tie you up, cut out your tongue, and lock you up in a trunk in our basement. There. I'm a good person.
Just what do you propose we do with him then?
Lock him up. Yeah, keep him somewhere we can keep an eye on until 100 days. We're gonna put him in the cage, the other cage besides the one the prisoner was in. What was it? It was like the grotto, the gazebo, the garden, whatever. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. He could be our little Hannibal Lecter buddy.
You're such a softy, Sumino. With an attitude like that, you're gonna have trouble dealing with whatever comes next.
I already know what's coming next. Believe me, I've taken that all into account.
Well, you did save my life and all, so I guess I owe you one.
If it's all the same if we win the war, right? Isn't that what everyone on the artificial satellite wants?
Oh, you know about that too, huh? All right, where are we gonna put him?
We can use the cages in the courtyard. That was the word. I should also read some more of the chat. Oh, we got a pin message. This is written by Oak, pinned by Crystal. It says spare for the Yowie. Oh, so that's what y'all's priorities were. I'm just thinking it's more interesting to have the traitor alive. Y'all just want smooches in large hands. Nora says, Kim the GOAT! Queen says, Logan, we had a festival in the gym. Gaku gave us funeral music. I had forgotten. Oh, and a pin message written by Queen Katie this time says, the vote spoiler chat had about this choice, 75% said you'd pick spare, 25 chose kill, and 25 was just Nora. Oh, so it's just 4 of you. So who are the other 3 that thought spare? So it's obviously you, Queen Katie, and who are the other 2? I guess you guys, other than Nora, know me too well. I'm curious if there are if there anyone like on YouTube maybe that's surprised by this. Oak says, this is actually such a banger concept for a second playthrough of the game. I need more stories like this. Going back in time to prevent things from happening is so much cooler than when the butterfly effect isn't BS. The butterfly effect is always some BS where moving a pebble an inch can end the world or something. The worst case of that was, in my opinion, was DC Comics' Flashpoint event. Okay, so Flash goes back in time and saves his mom from being killed. And that means that over in Gotham City, Joe Chill accidentally kills Bruce Wayne instead of Thomas and Martha Kent. And Thomas becomes Batman and Martha becomes Joker. Because that totally carries. It's like, no. Even if you want to say, okay, somehow the butterfly effect means Joe Chill's gun pointed the wrong direction. Martha Kent becoming Joker? No! That makes no sense. Quickett says, okay, I'll go save the current counters and reset them for the new route. Oak says, being able to actually see the consequences of your actions is so much cooler. And then Oak says, Dave, that way the fire... Oh, Dave, for some reason I thought it was Steve. So Dave, that way the fire boy could be named after my dead uncle and dead grandpa. Aw. And then Crystal says, hello, y'all. Can you see my message? I can there, and Oak says, yeah. Over on YouTube, Sveta says, this picture looks so stupid. Did Ato pull, look over there. Says also, I think that's, when Saray's back was turned. Probably, if you trust someone, like I trust all of you. If one of you told me, hey, look over there, I would totally turn my back to you and let you murder me. Sveta says also Ato looks like a surprised Pikachu. Saray, I'm literally nice. Taco says, wait, Baku, that's your line. Fruzzy says, tight-fitted clothes will do that to a man. Baku says, I heart femboys. Taco says, Logan, what is your profile picture from? Like, what context was that? Wait, what profile picture do I have? Is it the emote or is it the picture of me? If it's a picture of me, it's from a movie I was in. And it was me turning around to see an alien monster murdering people in a convenience store. Okay, let's play a bit more. We can use the cages in the courtyard.
I was kind of planning on waiting until day 50 to give you access to that area. But needs must when the devil drives.
I guess that's a saying, needs must when the devil drives? I guess we're saying that if the devil is driving, that's awful, and you do whatever you can to stop him?
So that's your decision? To lock out Suki in one of our cages?
Yes. I won't kill you, Ato, but you're a prisoner now. Stay out of trouble until the war is over. What's so funny? He's not funny. That was an evil laugh. That was an I'm gonna break out of there and kill you someday laugh. You know what I am and what I'm planning, but you're still gonna let me live. You're a really nice guy, Takumi. Really. Just too nice. Of course, you still look like a hideous monstrosity. What if we blind him? Gouge out his eyes, then he can't tell how ugly we look to him anymore. That's enough. Fine. I'll be a good little prisoner and stay in my cage. It's not like I can fight back anymore. Why not? Like, he can't just use his infuser again?
Yeah. We'd better get right to it then.
Siray's eyes flashed red again. Bleep. Drones are gonna escort him over there? You have your own personal drones?
Oh, you mean you never saw me use these? I guess you wouldn't if I got killed on day 2. The nerve of this guy, cutting down a superior officer before I even have a chance to throw my weight around.
Quit griping. Go get him safely locked up.
You're the boss.
See you around, Takumi. Let's hope you don't regret this decision later.
Oh, I probably will, but maybe it'll be fun regret. Are his feet floating? I can't even tell. I think it's the first time we've zoomed out on this sprite. All right. First decision made in 1 hour. Siray secured the injured Ato to his drones and took him away. Even after they left, I couldn't get Ato's deranged laughter out of my mind. I didn't regret my decision, but it unsettled me all the same. Do you think this has changed the future? What? Yes! Yes, I'm sure of it. Siray is alive and Ato won't be able to sabotage us like he did before. Things will play out a lot differently now. Okay, our next priority has got to be to get to second to last defense academy before Moko gets captured by the enemy and bring them all over here, yeah? I hope so. How are you going to explain this to the others? Will you tell them about how you came back to redo the past? Yes, why would I not? I haven't really thought about that yet. The team that's here now aren't the same people I fought alongside before. Oh crap, are we gonna have to convince Tsubasa and Gaku and all of them all over again to fight? Can't we just tell them like, hey, you guys, we convinced you. Tsubasa, here's a barf bag. Gaku is, oh crap, I don't want to do that all over again. From their point of view, we've only just met. If I start talking about coming from the future, they'll probably think I'm crazy. No, just say like, yeah, I'm from the future. Here, Shoma, you got a dog named Leo. Tsubasa, you got this. Gaku, you got siblings back home. Blah, blah, blah. Ima, you were a teenage prostitute. There, they all believe me now. What would you do? Do you think I should tell them? Even with your powered-up cryptoglobin and foreknowledge, you can't win this war all on your own. You'll need to work together to give mankind a brighter future. So I should tell them the truth and hope they go with it? Hearing about everything you're experienced is bound to have a profound effect on them. Maybe it'll convince some of the more reluctant members to join the fight, although I can't say for sure if that'll be a good thing. Oh, pin message, Quinky said, nah, don't worry. You don't have to convince them again. Oh, thank you, Quinky. That is actually a load off of my mind. Said, remember, Siray can boom them. Oh, that's true, because we had to go through all that because we couldn't just use the threat of explosions. So thank you. Let me read some more in the chat. Crystal says, okay, Twitch is twitching again. Your message failed to send. And says, please don't kill him for the drama. See, Crystal understands it. Quiga says, Logan, don't forget how to stop bleeding. It was a defensive position, but then I'd like lose a turn because I only had 1 AP per. So this is fine. It was fine. Oh, there's Oak redeeming the poll. What does Logan most closely resemble? A racer, frozen yogurt, quicksand, Germa, or lonely man? Quiga says, I told you last stream, new death counters have been made. Quiga says, I gave Ima a much better counter image. It was just his normal sprite before. Now I got a cooler image of when he debuted with his weapon. All right, chat. First choice is coming up soon. Oak says, One Piece reference. I don't know. I didn't know dinosaurs could do that. Wait, do what? I gotta know, because I own a dinosaur. I own a Grimlock. Let me read some more comments over on YouTube. Taco says, we know Baku. We know. Dermot says, Taco, an advertisement he did. No, that wasn't, I've done a lot of commercials, but that one, if it's the one I'm thinking of, was from an actual movie. I had a character and everything. I got like blood splatter on me. They talk about me briefly in the DVD special features. Taco says, is that I care? Starlove says, I am new here. Oh, so you were here when I was talking before. Starlove, I forgot to mention before, I read every comment in chat. I'm just always behind. Hopefully you saw the pinned message there. And so if you've already left, I got a frustration. I understand. But sometimes it can take me a long time to get to comments. Dermot says, Star, welcome. Frulzy with a party popper. Dermot says, Taco, you can delete messages, you know. Baku says, what's up? Taco says, there's so many new people. Taco says, Logan, I just said you on accident. Baku says, another femboy. Sveta says, well, Ato folded fast. He could have tried faking the innocence a little longer, although Takumi might prove to Sirei what he's telling is true by telling him some stuff about the war he learned. Here's the thing. I agree to an extent, but I also feel like Takumi was so obvious about the fact that he knew it. It wasn't just, oh, we suspect him. Like, we knew it. The jig was up. Like, nothing he could say or do. And if Ato really is an intelligent character, which I hope he is, he should recognize that and he should fold flat. Because at that point, deception is just, like, out of the question. So it would have been nice to see him, like, come up with something, but also I feel like this, in my opinion, portrays him as a smarter person, recognize that there was no point, from there on. Derma says, it's Ato's battle music, the genre-fusing one. Sveta says, we need to regroup. Who we, Ato? Who we? Tago says, Dermo, are you AI? Baku says, I only have 5 more questions on my study guide. Well, you can ask him here. I can try and answer them. Baku says, I hate word problems, though. Starlove says, toxic yaoi battle. Well, it sounds like certain people in chat are glad that the yaoi, toxic though it may be, is apparently continuing. All right, let's keep going. Let's see how many decisions we can get to tonight. We're not even halfway through the stream. I think we can do more. But I miss Vero. I hope Vero gets here. Vero's probably sleeping. Why is that? The more everyone's actions and attitudes change, the more things will deviate from the future you know. Oh, that's true. We did all end up good friends, and so we might end up I guess that's just the fun of 100 different endings, right? If you change too much, you won't be able to predict what'll happen as easily as before. And that is very true. Yeah, as well. Right. And I've already changed a lot just by coming here. You could probably help the others avoid making the same mistakes as before without telling them everything. I want to tell them everything. I don't know if that's smart or not, but I want to tell them. I always hate it in TV shows and movies and things where people keep secrets for no good reason. Of course, there's no way of knowing if that's the right choice either. You'll have to figure it out for yourself. You're the one who has to make the hard decisions now, Takumi. Or he could just Google 100-line Last Defense Academy online and find out. I'm not gonna, though. That'd be cheating. Takumi's not a cheater. You'll be the one who decides what form the future takes. You're right. The future is in my hands now. I'll stand by my choices no matter what happens, or I'll just travel back in time and undo them. Or no matter what happens or what I have to sacrifice. Sacrifice? I was surprised to hear myself talk like that. Are we gonna have to, sacrifice our friends to get the good ending? But it was the truth. Making one choice, creating one future, would sacrifice the other. Like how I left everyone behind in my original timeline to come here. Or how I held Ato's life in my hands just a few minutes ago. My actions could have serious consequences. I'd have to remember that going forward. There's no such thing as a perfect choice that will fix everything. But I think that's all the more reason to pick what you consider to be the right choice.
Whatever you decide, I hope you'll get the result you want.
I just hope that we won't have to play Aerogay with Darumi again. Bye, Flame Boy! Without another word, the Ghost Boy disappeared. We gotta think of other possible names. Oak said Dave. I think somebody said, was it Fire Boy or Flame Boy? Somebody said Fire Boy. There's gotta be something that something that's good, that feels fiery, but isn't directly fiery. The right choice, huh? I'll do it. I'll figure out the right choices and guide us all toward a happy ending. And so my second attempt at my second day at Last Events Academy drew to a close. Please say third attempt if we do this again. Okay, Chapter Select! You've unlocked Chapter Select. This option will allow you to jump to the beginning of each day, or directly before or after story decisions. You can access Chapter Select from the menu. Use it to complete 100% of the story. Will it show me like the full-on branching tree to see how many... Day 3! How many things branch off? Will Saray do a live broadcast to kind of address what happened, or is it just going to be his normal thing? Okay.
Get ready for your third day. Prepare to spend.
Oh, no, same as usual. But he's alive, and I guess we're gonna have a meeting with everybody and explain everything. Okay, day 3. The first time around, Saray got everyone to come to the war room so he could tell us the truth about the war. Everyone's probably there now. It's weird. I feel a little nervous. They all mean so much to me, but I'm practically a stranger to them. This is gonna be interesting. Oh well, let me access the menu. I wanna check out these things. Oh, Hiruko's alive. Okay, let's save. Yeah, I guess we'll just save there. After all, we can do chapter select, so why not? So we're at chapter select. That's so it doesn't show where the other branching paths. It's just locked off. So that was the decision. Oh, and it shows who's alive. Okay. Well. How far to the right does this go? Oh, that's it. That's it. Okay. All right, here we go. Everyone's here. Saray, Hiruko, and Ima too. I knew they would be, but I wasn't prepared for how it would make me feel. It's so weird seeing them alive again. Ato's not here. What's taking him so long?
Maybe overslept. We should go give him a wake-up call, Mr. Maruko.
Oh, you should go give him a wake-up call, Mr. Maruko. Oh, crap. Maruko, that's Aku?
Why me? Go wake him up yourself!
Logan, hi. I need a number between 1 and 13. I'm opening the FFMDG packs.
First of all, Tony, thank you so much for the 100 bits, a full $1. Well, here's the thing. I'm assuming that's... Wait, is that Final Fantasy or Fantastic Four? Okay, this will... If it's Final Fantasy... Oh, sorry, there's a clip playing. He's a clip playing. I'll try to be quick. Oh, it's Danganronpa V3! If it's Final Fantasy, the number is 6. 6. Because Final Fantasy 6 is the best Final Fantasy. Oh, there we go. Final Fantasy, pin message, Final Fantasy. I didn't know if they even have Fantastic Four ones. I just know that FF could mean either of those things. So the number 6 for the best Final Fantasy 6. Oh, little Himiko. Missed that adorable little duckling. But yes. Let me know if you get anything good in the pack. And thank you very much for the 100 bits. I hope you're doing well, Tony. So good to see you. If it was Fantastic Four, then obviously the number would be 4 because the number that is fantastic. Okay, let's keep playing here, and then I'll read some more of the chat in a minute.
Why me? Go wake him up yourself.
Don't you worry about Atsuki. He's unable to attend today.
Unable? Oh, since we traveled back in time, was this back when we were still giving Kako the Maya voice? Should she have said, unable? Oh, I get it. He's locked himself in his room. Honestly, I don't blame him. I'm still having trouble coming to terms with all this. Oh no, none of it feels real. Oh, I'm sorry for having the audacity to speak without someone hitting me first.
Come on, Saray, let's get this started. You're not gonna weasel out of it this time. Tell us the truth about this war. Before I do that, I'd like to ask you all something. Last night, did you notice any kind of irregularity in your bodies? You're all young people going through changes. Sometimes these changes can be confusing. Exciting, but confusing. And I just want to let you know, young people, I'm here if you want to talk to me about your bodies.
Huh? Irregularities in our bodies. The moment everyone heard that, their faces went pale. I didn't want to mention it, but sometime after I went to bed, I got hot and feverish all of a sudden.
For real? The same thing happened to me.
And me, it happened shortly after I climbed into bed with my dear sister.
You guys have separate rooms. Why were you climbing into bed with her? We don't always sleep together. He only did it to help calm me down. Okay, so he was actually being nice. He wasn't being pervy. Ever since then, I've been totally amped. It's like I've chugged 50 million energy drinks or something.
Yeah, same here. Feels like some kind of new power welling up inside me.
Oh, me too.
It's the same for all of us. What was that feeling exactly? The Ghost Boy was right. My cryptoglobin powered everyone up. Actually, if he's a Ghost Boy, maybe we should call him Pharaohs or Ryoji or something like that in honor of Persona 3. Sirei, did you do something to us?
Oh, sorry, but it wasn't me this time. Somebody else was responsible.
Sirei turned around and gave me an expectant look. Everyone followed his gaze. They were all staring at me now. It'd be weird if we don't tell him about the future since Sirei knows. What's Takumi got to do with it? I made you all hot and feverish.
What can I say? I have this effect on the ladies. And the men.
What's the meaning of this? Are you saying Takumi did this?
No way. How can a shrimpy little wimp like him do something like that?
Hey!
I really don't want to hear that from you.
You see, this Takumi Sumino isn't the same Takumi Sumino you all know. Last night, he exposed a traitor in our midst, Eito Aotsuki.
A traitor? What do you mean?
He was plotting against us. He was going to kill me and sabotage our side's war effort from the inside. What? No freaking way!
Why would Eito want to do that?
Aotsuki is, abnormal. Unbeknownst to us, he was born with a profound hatred for all humanity.
He was born with it? I know he was probably born with the tendency to see us as monsters, but I feel like the hatred had to be learned, right?
He was going to use this opportunity to wipe out the entire species.
Dude, if we're gonna start killing each other, he'd have been perfect to have around.
But thanks to Sumino's quick thinking and bravery, his plan was exposed, and I emerged from the experience unharmed.
How heroic! I didn't think you had it in you, Mr. Sumino. Like, not even a little.
Well,
what did you do with Eito? Is he dead? No. Sumino went all humanitarian on me, so we've locked him in a cage in the courtyard instead.
Courtyard? Cages? Oh, I hope someday there'll be a buxom waifu for me in one of those. I don't remember seeing either of those.
well, I'm glad you didn't kill him. That would have been going too far.
Was he really that crazy, though? He looked like he wouldn't hurt a fly.
Trust me, if we hadn't stopped him, he'd have messed everything up. How is it that you realized what he was up to? So far as I can see, Eito never said or did anything suspicious until now.
We pulled an Earth Crystal full art card. 23 bucks.
Oh, okay.
So enjoy this buck.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. Thank you for the 100 bits again. I didn't know if that was good or not. An Earth Crystal full art card. Awesome. Thank you. I feel like I'd want some of my favorite characters. If I ever got like Final Fantasy cards. I don't know if they have. I'd want any character from Final Fantasy 6 because I love that game. I love that game. I remember like when I was younger playing through Final Fantasy 7 for the first time, I really liked Yuffie. So I'd want a Yuffie card if they had any. But I don't know if they have any of those. So Earth Crystal, $23 is nice. But I have attachment to characters. But thank you, Tony! Hope it's going well over there. Let me read a few more comments in the chat. Let's see. Oak says, I don't know why, but I was expecting Logan to say, I'll just execute you and I'll get a... I would not say that. Quia says, oh, it was 11:57. Oh, 11:37. No, 11:37. Because that has to be the O for, because the 7 is the L, the 3 is the E, the O is the 0 is the O, and the 11 is a capitalized N with the middle smudged out. Chris says, question mark? Quia says, phew, we'll be fine for several more quotes then. Chris said, Twitch, let me see my messages. F you. Quia says, oh my gosh, Crystal, have you been suffering this whole time? Crystal says, yes. Nora says, Logan, Gigi is live on Twitch. Oh, I might be able to raid her when you do. Oh, well, as long as we don't have like an embarrassingly small amount of people, then yeah. I think I'd like that. Keep me updated, please. Nora. Oak says, Sirei Loki, still cute. Crystal says, Oak, no. And then Oak says, wood, which has been deleted by Crystal. Let me take a look over the YouTube chat. Taco says, Yowie, and Rightworth is Yowie, so Rightworth mentioned. Here's the thing. Technically speaking, Wrightworth, Phoenix Wright, and Miles Edgeworth, for those who might be lurking and don't know, is technically Yowie. However, like, this is gonna sound weird, like, that is the straightest gay couple ever. Because, by which I mean, like, there are straight people that are very, like, when you see gay stuff, and it's just like, oh, it gives you, like, the willies, because, like, you're not inclined to go toward that. It's not, like, what you're into. But I think everyone looks at us like, yeah, of course, they're doing it. Baku says, Wrightworth molars. Talk with some emotes. Baku says, why is the femboy bleeding? Baku says, save the femboy. Foolsy says, no, all ominous is yaoi, but not all yaoi is ominous. So every ominous thing is yaoi? Tagu says, because he's been bad. Derma says, Germa, 100%, both in looks and humor. The thing is, I've heard a lot of people make the Germa comparison, call me like Kirtland brand Germa. I officially just recently saw the 3rd ever clip I've ever seen of Germa. So I don't know enough about him, but a lot of people love Germa, so I take it as a compliment. Tago says, I'm so sleepy, but I must stay. Also, I have proof that my house is haunted. When I walked into the bathroom, I started giving goosebumps all over my body. And when I closed the door, it opened a little bit, and now I think it goes to trying to eat me. A ghost is trying to eat me, probably. So just befriend the ghost. It's like if you meet a wild animal and the wild animal wants to eat you, it's like befriend it, then it won't want to eat you, it would want to hunt with you. Fruzzy says, aw, doom yowie. Sveta says, quote, fiery monster. So his vision affects not just humans, but humanoid beings in general, because he's not human. He's fire. Well, oh yeah, that is interesting. So anything in the shape of humans. I still wonder if we like blindfolded him or did something like that, then maybe he'd be fine. But I think he also mentioned the smell. Like all of his senses hate people, yeah? And Sveta says, Fire Boy. Okay, let's get back to the game. So far as I can see, Ato never said or did anything suspicious until now. Can you explain how you were able to see through him when no one else could? How did you deduce it? Did you find some vital clues we missed? Another choice? Oh, I hope we get lots of choices. I hope they just come fast and furious like every 30 minutes to an hour. Everyone looked at me again, waiting for an explanation. Looks like I've got another choice to make. Do I tell them about coming from the future or not? Should I tell them everything so we can all move forward together? Or should I protect them from the truth and figure out another way to help them? It's all up to me. What do I do here? Decide your destiny. There's all the dialogue leading up to this. What do I do here? Reveal your secret, yes and no. Okay, as I said before, like this, it is an honest to goodness pet peeve of mine in TV, movies, video games, books, anything like that. Whenever characters needlessly keep secrets, like, oh, I have to protect them, I can't tell. No, tell them. Tell them, yes, tell them. Tell them all. Tell them everything, because we can prove it. We just tell them stuff that we shouldn't know. It's like C-Ray said, I'm not the same guy you all met a few days ago. I'm still the real Takumi Sumino, but...
I'm from the future. I lived through the 100 days here. And came back to do it all again.
Okay, I said we should tell them, but that's not the way. You don't start with, I'm from the future. You say, hey, you know how we all have a special ability? Well, those who fight, we got a special ability. Mine is to, like, redo and go back a little bit. Like, redo something I just did in the fight. Well... At the end of the 100 days, I got supercharged and everything went badly, so I redid the whole 100 days. That's better than I'm from the future. Oh. Huh? What? Hey, you doing okay, Takumi? Did you hit your head or something?
The future? You're claiming to be a time traveler now?
At the beginning of all this, when Queen Katie gave us name facts, Ima and Kako, their names were... about time periods. Were any of their names the future, or was it just past and present? I don't remember.
Oh, you're from the future. Okay, that explains everything. Not! Who'd believe a ridiculous story like that?
Besides, time travel in a killing game? That's totally plausible, actually. It's a pretty well-established trope at this point. It was more or less the reaction I'd expected, but I'd made my choice, and I was going to see it through. You might not believe me, but it's the truth. I am from the future. That's why I know Ato is the traitor. Why I knew Ato was the traitor and that he was going to kill Sirei on the night of our second day here. In my timeline, he spent the whole time deceiving us and getting us to doubt ourselves, and eventually, he did something really horrible. After we defeated him, I ended up with some powerful crypto, some powerful hemo anima. I used that to come back in time so I could redo this war, so I could fix things. Hemo Anima can do that. I've lived these 100 days once already, and it didn't end well. This time, I want to make sure we all survive and save humanity together. But I'll need your help, all of you. Will you trust me? Will you fight alongside me?
You're really serious about this, aren't you?
Dead serious. Let's assume that what you say is true. I have more questions. What exactly happened in the future you came from? What was so horrible that you had to come back and do it all again? If you want us to trust you, you'll have to tell us that.
I don't know. There could be a lot of classified information involved.
There's no point in hiding it now. They have a right to know.
All right, fine. Go ahead and spill the beans.
It's a long story, but here it goes. 92 hours later. And so, I told everyone how things went down during my original 100 days at the Academy, starting with Sirei and Hiruko's disappearances, moving on to my discovery of Nigo and second to last Defense Academy, then the revelations that followed, World Death, Cryptoglobin, the It's the thing.
Jason Todd getting beaten with a crowbar.
Oh, I mean, I don't think we're going to be able to stop that. That is a canon event. That is like etched into the canon. But Superboy Prime can punch reality to make it so he comes back to life. Is that adequate? But thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for the $1.99. I think that's how much it was. I said, like, I think there's a minimum amount for it to, like, the button to pop that I can click it and check it. But thank you very much. I'm still a Tim Drake fan, but Jason Todd is still acceptable. After we get something more interesting visually, I will read some more in the chat, because sorry, I've been getting too caught up in the game. I'm probably letting myself get farther and farther behind. Then the revelations that followed: World Death, Cryptoglobin, the Exodus Project, the artificial satellite, and the truth about what, or rather who, was in the defense room. And of course, how it ended. How Ima and Nozomi were killed in our battle against the Supreme Commander. And how Eito betrayed us and killed the person who was generating the undying flames. I kept Nozomi's secrets to myself, though, because I'm just that much of a woman respecter. The others didn't need to know about her past or how she came here. All of that was between her and me. By the time I finished my story, the whole day had passed us by. Judging by the looks on everyone's faces, hearing all this had taken its toll on them, too. No one tried to interrupt me at any point. It was like they didn't know how to react to any of it. I know I would have needed time to process all of this information if I were in their shoes. But I had to see this through. That's what I decided. Also, I hope, did somebody feeding Eito? We should give Shoma that job. He can tend to animals. Finally, I told them how I'd taken the power Eito stole for myself and used it to travel back in time. That brought my account to an end. That's everything. That's the 100 days I experienced the first time around. Now let's read some of the chat. Crystal says, yeah. Oak says, Dad, Crystal's being mean to me. Crystal says, spare. Oak says, spare for the Yowie. Crystal says, exactly, that's more interesting. Spare him. Nora says, Jishi is speedrunning. Agree. On Twitch right now, so fun. She said, it'll be a quick stream though, so who knows if she'll be alive. Is she gonna die? Where is that game on Steam, or is it like on itchy.io or itch.io or however you say it? I need to look that up. It looks interesting. Quigga said, the votes, oh, that was the pinned earlier. Oak says, after the stream, she dies. Nora said, no, leave one half of Autofister out of this. Kristen says, what? Quigga says, also, congrats, Logan. You've just opened up the branch that could lead to only 17 routes? So the majority of routes, well, hang on, does each route have like multiple endings within it, or is it like only 17 possible endings for sparing Eito, and the majority of them are for killing him? I guess that's gonna narrow down our choices from here on out. Oak says they need a better name than Autofister. Well, it's an automaton and a gremlin with big punchy fists. So yeah, Nora said, no, it perfectly describes them. Crystal says that execution Logan is suggesting reminds me of a character in a novel I was reading. Wait, it didn't remind you of, crap, was it Amputee Hajime? Nora said, one is an automaton, one has giant gloves, and they're probably gay. Crystal says, you know the human stick. Quigga says, yeah, good times. Oh, Crystal, could you pin my spoiler chat votes? Spare was me. Was me, Tiff, and Ash. Oh, so Vero didn't weigh in on that? That's disappointing. Let me take a look over at YouTube chat. Let's see. Starlove says, yes, kiss him. It's for the humanity and all that. Here's the thing. If you're a time traveler, you could probably get away with a lot. It's like, we have to avert a catastrophe. You gotta smooch me. We gotta smooch. Because of the future. Taco says, I'm going to go. I'm so sleepy. Good night, Taco. Thank you for being here. Sorry you couldn't stick around longer. Hang on. It just scrolled without me, so now I gotta scroll up again. Gotta find where I left off. Oh, it's so far up. It's so far up. Baku says, tragic yaoi. Derma says, YouTube chat really likes Ato. Baku says, bye, Taco. Rest in peace. Taco says, bye-bye. Derma says, bye, Taco. Baku says, oh my good goshness. Fruzzy says, now Logan will choose between the game being a yaoi visual novel or a Doom yaoi visual novel. Derma says, Fruzzy, how about neither? Baku says, doomed yaoi. Fruzzy says that it wouldn't be 100 Days Academy. Derma said, Fruzzy, not if you don't like Ato, it isn't. Sveta says, even Ato is shocked by your decision to spare him. Fruzzy says, that's the neat part about our enemies. They always become lovers eventually. I'm imagining that's the meme from Invincible. That's the neat part. You don't. It's just Omni-Man. That's the neat part. They always become yaoi. Derma says he's just a defenseless boy with hemo anima. Sveta says also Ato and Fireboy were doing the same hand-on chest pose. Your idea for what to do with Ato remind me of the cursed comic about Hajime Hinata. See? Amputee Hajime. Oh, hang on. There's a pin message back over on Twitch. Okay, come on. Let my mouse work. And there it is. Quigata says 17 routes for sparing Ato. It was 4 for killing. Okay, so that's not the number of endings, it's just the sheer number of routes. We actually are on the side with the most branching paths. I like that. So we have more possibilities laid out before. So thank you for the clarification. The question is, and obviously don't answer this. Please do not answer this. But the question is, which side of that branch is the good ending? Am I working toward the good ending? Am I working away from it? I don't know. That's everything. That's the 100 days I experienced the first time around. Someone had placed a glass of water on the table in front of me. Aww! I downed the whole thing in one gulp. I wonder who did that. Maybe it was Shoma. Maybe it was Saray. Maybe it was Hiruko. Who knows? Maybe it was Ato. Maybe he escaped and is ready to stab me in the back. I felt as tired as if I just fought a dozen invaders. So, what do you guys think?
Honestly, I don't know what to think.
Doesn't sound like he's making it up anyway. There's way too much detail for that.
Yeah, whatever your scenario writer gets paid, it's not enough. I can't believe a loser like me could actually find the strength to fight and find a hot waifu prisoner.
I can't believe I turned into Siray. Seriously, what was that all about?
You died twice, Ema.
I never expected you and me to get that close, Sukimo.
And I fought alongside my dear brother, not as someone to be protected, but as an equal. Maybe if that me had fought harder, he wouldn't have had to die.
There. It's not like it really happened.
Ema, I'm gonna get you killed for real in this timeline, just you wait. But it did in that timeline. That means it could happen here too.
Sister dearest.
I wouldn't have believed it either, but seeing Sumino in action didn't leave much room for doubt. I knew Hemo Anima had untapped potential, but time travel? And powering you all up with some kind of resonance reaction on top of that? Wowee! That's his laugh. Have we heard that before? It's some pretty mind-bending stuff, am I right?
Actually, I think the word you're looking for is mind-blending.
No, it's mind-bending, but who cares? That's beside the point.
Either way you slice it, this is good. This is a good thing for all of us.
Hey.
You're all stronger now, and Takumi can prepare you for any upcoming challenges before they happen. It's a Super Mega Ultra Terra EX good deal, and that's no lie.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I won't make the same mistakes I did before. Wait, we can have another choice? I hear it making that do noise. But I still can't do this alone. I'm asking all of you to fight with me. Let's get through this and win the war together. Me? Fight? Could an underachieving nematode like me really make a difference? You can, trust me. I've seen it for myself. I can't let that future come to pass. Not if I have the power to change. Okay, so this is what's gonna gloss over all the convincing. Thank goodness. I'll fight too. I'll do whatever it takes to protect my dear brother.
You'll protect me, sister dearest.
Maybe it's the surge in power, but I feel like I could actually handle this now, one way or another. You already know what's gonna happen, so you can stop us getting involved in anything too dangerous, right, Takumi? In that case, I guess I could.
Everyone's sounding a lot more optimistic than they were last time. It seems like they believe what I've told them about the future, too. I should probably talk to them a little more, just to make sure everyone's on board. Okay, so we gotta go through and talk to everybody. Let's save. I like that the game's letting me talk to everybody, so I'm not just like having one person wait while I indulge my needing to talk to everybody.
If we don't stop this world death thing, it'll destroy the whole planet, yeah?
And using the secret weapon in the defense room to wipe out the invaders is the only way to stop it?
That's all we gotta do, right?
Earth will be safe afterwards? Yes, that's right. Of course, we don't know exactly how the invaders and world death are connected, and there's still the issue of what Ato said.
Right. That's what you think the truth is. You've got it all wrong.
Did I tell them about that part too? No, he probably just said that to confuse us. I shouldn't take it too seriously.
So the real reason we're fighting here is to give those folks on the artificial satellite a safe place to live. Dude, that's so freaking sweet! Fighting to save people's one thing, but saving all of humanity? I'm more fired up than ever now. Let's do this! Those invaders aren't gonna stand a chance.
Just like last time, Takemaru was really taking this in stride. Can I talk to him a second time? The real reason we're fighting here is to give those folks on the artificial satellite a safe place to live. Fighting to save people, that's one thing. But saving all of humanity? I'm more fired up than ever now!
Those invaders don't stand a chance.
So it's very similar the second time we click. Gaku! Oh, it's so sad that we're having Gaku without Vero here. I should read some more in the chat. Let's see. Over on Twitch, Queen Gator says, "Aw, yeah, good times. Oh, Crystal, could you pin my spoiler chat votes? Spare was me." Oh, I read that. Nora says, "I love my Ina plushie so much. What if her ears are upside down? It's not supposed to be." I love her. It's upside down. What other HoloLives did they make with the Oma Cat style? For some reason, I want to say I thought they were going to make a Gura one, and I was tempted, but I figure that the Dino Gura plush is probably enough for me. Oak says, "Logan, was it scary when the alien monster attacked the convenience store?" Oh, it's so scary. It was so scary. You know what's kind of funny about it is that there's a scene in it where, spoiler, later they cut back and they show that my character survived by hiding in the freezer section, like I crawled inside there. And so the way they did that was by having me be inside the freezer. And so they filmed me in there. And very cold. Very cool. Luckily, we were only able to do it in one take because the whole thing was supposed to be me like looking really scared, and then it was gonna be like a splatter of slime on the door, and like after they splattered it, there was no way they'd have time to clean it up that night. So we did one take, one and done, and this is wham bam, thank you ma'am. Kuya says, "Takumi Solutions, put Ato in timeout." Nora said, "Wait, which movie was that again?" Well, even though Beowulf isn't here, Beowulf has told me to stop doxing myself, so I should not say the name of the movie. Oak says, "It's a secret." Nora said, "Gonna find out, and we'll keep secret, because my mouth is legally binded shut." Queen Katie says, oh, that was pinned earlier, and Nora says, Gigi has the Yowie tag on her stream, I just realized. And a timestamp, 1 hour, 10 minutes, 47 seconds. I'm a half hour behind on Twitch. Let's see how we're doing over on YouTube. Let's see. Dermo says, hot take, enemies to lovers sucks. I don't get the appeal. Okay, I'm not a big fan of enemies to lovers, but I do love enemies to friends. Like, some of my favorite character arcs are the ones where the bad guy, not even necessarily the main bad guy, but like even just a henchman, comes around and slowly becomes a better person just by being around the protagonist. I love Vegeta's arc in Dragon Ball Z, like him very, very slowly, and to an extent, not completely, but like becoming a good guy. I love okay, Vera wasn't here to talk Transformers, but Transformers Armada had a similar character who, one of the bad guys defected, became a good guy, and like becomes a better person. And I don't know, maybe it's just I like redemption arcs a lot. Baku says, Cespian Lex. Oh, I see you did there. It's like a, what do you call it? A spoonerism where you swap the first letters? Derma says, Frulzy, you can have that without the enemies part. Baku says, but then there's not as much tension. Frulzy says, yeah, but you can't have the enemies without the Cesbian Lex part. Derma says, Frulzy, I have a few enemies and I'm a guy. Cesbian Lex has nothing to do with it. Frulzy says, objection, men can have Cesbian Lex too. Sveta says, I'll be a good little prisoner if you won't compliment yourself. No one will compliment you. Baku says, Foreshadowing. Derma says, I think I'd rather die fighting than be locked in a cage for 100 days. That sounds awful. Crystal is on YouTube saying the Logan picture is Logan buying milk before Monster enters the store. Sveta says, also, I remember him saying to Takumi, you're nice, really, just too nice, before inviting him to the meeting where Nozomi's secret is exposed. Oh, I like that parallel. I'd forgotten that. Huggy Wuggy says, I'm fixing me some ice cream. Nice. What flavor? Derma says, we're full of Somnium files now. And Sveta says, Hiruko. Joshua says, just to let you know, Logan, the flowchart will get bigger over time the more you play the game. Well, that makes sense. I just didn't know if we'd be able to like stretch out and see like how many branching paths or yeah, I guess we're just unlocking it as we go. Let me have a sip of water. We'll get back in the game. Thank you, everybody. And I don't know, does anybody want to like maybe ping Vera on Discord? Just say like, wake up, we all miss you. We all miss you so much.
In your timeline, I fought too, all to protect my family.
It must sound pretty unbelievable, huh? That you would do a good thing, you horrible little man.
Oh no, I believe it. Everyone knows I'm the kind of guy you can count on in a pinch.
I mean, he was the MVP of at least 2 fights, including our final one against Ato.
Level with me. I was the MVP. MVP of the whole team, right? Twice, Gaku. I was like the best fighter we had, wasn't I?
Well, you were definitely a dependable ally.
I knew it. Now that I think about it, I've been missing out on a huge opportunity here. If I fight, I'll be one of the heroes who saved humanity. Money, fame, women, I'll have it all. This is my big chance to turn my life around. I'm such a good person. And I'm stronger now, so there's no way I'll lose. I can do this.
Does that mean you'll join us? We could really use your help.
All we gotta do is defend the school for 100 days, right? That doesn't sound too hard. Okay, I'm in. I mean, where would you guys be without your MVP?
Right, thanks. Second time, click.
All we gotta do is defend the school for 100 days, right? That doesn't sound so hard.
Shoma.
Takumi, are you sure about this? A chronic loser like me will only slow you down.
You might think that now, but you have your own way of fighting, Shoma, which is letting people punch you. A lot. I've seen it for myself. I'll be counting on you to do what you can your own way.
You're counting on me?
Can I really do this? You can. In my timeline, you ended up being pretty strong once you hit your stride.
Strong? Me? Honestly, I can't imagine ever doing anything that would make me feel useful.
But since this is a new timeline, does that mean he's never gonna transform into the Hulk or you know, that one scene from Hunter x Hunter when Gon got all buff? Is he not gonna do that again? Because it wouldn't make sense, because he has, unless he maybe does more training with Takemaru anyway.
But maybe I can try. I may be trash, but I'll do my best in my own trashy way. Starting tomorrow, I'm gonna start doing squats every morning.
He is gonna get buff. That's great. Just don't overdo the training. Okay, I've seen what happens when you overdo it. I'm gonna click him again.
I still find it hard to imagine I could be useful, let alone strong. But maybe I could try for you guys. I'll do my best in my own trashy way.
Tsubasa.
I'm still finding it hard to believe I actually fought those freaky monsters.
It's true. You did it for your family and your grandpa's workshop. We all have something we want to protect. If we work together, we can give them all a better future.
Right. After all, we're the only ones who can do this, aren't we?
I've gotta say, I admire you, Takumi. Getting through all this just once must have been hard enough. And now you've come back to do it all again. That takes some serious courage. It was a selfish decision, really. But I want to do right by the versions of you I left behind. For their sakes, and for all of us here, and all of us that are here now, I'll make sure this story has a happy ending. You're so different from how you were yesterday. You seemed so timid back then. I was repulsed by you. Now, it's like, maybe some woman could someday love you. People really can change. In that case, maybe I can too. Of course you can. I've seen it for myself. When you say it with that much conviction, I kind of want to believe you. Maybe it's the souped up hemo anima talking, but I'm starting to feel like I can do this. Oh, and don't worry about your other problem. Barf bags and tinted windows will see you through. You know about that too. I can't keep any secrets from you, can I?
Okay, and second time clicking. Maybe it's the souped up Himo anima speaking. Okay, yeah, a lot of repeated dialogue. We'll come back to Sirei last. Hiruko! To think I'd not only failed to notice Eito was a traitor, but get killed by him as well. The me from your timeline sounds like a prize, simpleton. Don't be too hard on her. I mean on yourself. Eito had us all fooled. Not me! I called it from the get-go! Takumi?
Oh.
That's not the only part I'm having trouble with. I can't believe I stepped in as leader after Sirei's disappearance. I've never had much interest in acting as part of a team, let alone leading one. You didn't have a lot of choice. Not all of us were willing to fight, and you had more battle experience than anyone else. We wouldn't have made it through those first few battles without you keeping us all in line. Oh, speaking of which, didn't we have, like, another battle pretty soon right after Sirei disappeared? Are we gonna have another fight tonight? Come to think of it, I never got to finish that conversation with Hiruko last time around. You've asked me if I know something about this war. If I have to answer, then... Yes, I do have certain information that you may find relevant. Okay, so the question is this information that she knows at this point in the timeline, or is it stuff that she learned after Sirei's disappearance? We should ask her! What was the relevant information she was going to tell us? It's probably nothing I don't know already, but still, then ask her! Maybe I should ask her about it later! Anyway, you did your part to keep us all alive. I may not have agreed with your approach, but it was definitely coming from a place of good intentions. Don't say any more! It's embarrassing to hear you compliment a version of me I have no real connection with. Sorry. I also saw that other version in a bikini. Hiruko. I'll do my best to ensure we all survive. That's what true victory means to me. Ima. Let me read some more in the chat. I'm sure I'm getting much farther behind in the chat. Queen Gaty says, amazing. An hour. It's been almost 2 hours at this point. Oak says, in One Piece, dinosaurs can spin their heads around 360 degrees like a fan blade. Like all of them? Or just like certain species of dinosaurs. See Queen Katie and Nora with the miss command. Nora says same time, la la la. I gotta scroll. Queen Katie says me holding the guide in this moment, gasp. Oak says also dinosaur heads can fly in One Piece. Queen Katie says Hiruko. Trust me, Logan, when I say this flowchart gets messy later during the 100% grind. Well, I am not gonna get 100% on this. I'm not even gonna try. Crystal says Ima. And then shout out for Tony. Tony says Final Fantasy. Crystal says Nora, look away. Crystal says, of course, Logan would pick FF6. It's the best one. Queen Gaty says, oh, by the way, the first Final Fantasy is now on Game Pass. And then Oak says 6 or... I'm not gonna finish that. I'm not gonna finish that, Oak. Not gonna finish that. Crystal deleted it anyway. Crystal says, yeah, I love bullying Oak/HJ. Oak says, but I'm really nice. Well, Oak, but you've also bullied Taco for saying that number. And then Crystal says, no, with an H, like the Japanese style of theater. Emily says, hello, how you doing, Emily? Good to see you. How are you? Oak with a real command says, oh, Ima die. Queen Gaty says, Ima, what? Crystal says, I forgot Ima was like this. And Queen Gaty says, to be fair, this was before the redemption. This was day 3 before everyone had character development. And Crystal says, let me take a look over the YouTube chat. Frilzy says, Ima, party popper. Sveta says, I like how the first 2 people who spoke were people who died. Frilzy says, technically, the first 4 people apart from Takumi who spoke all died. Frilzy says, Eito and Sirei spoke in the gym. Frilzy says, and maybe it's actually 5 if Fireboy is a ghost. Baku says, incest? A little bit, Baku, I'm sorry. Derma says, Baku, oh, did you miss this part? Baku says, probably. Frilzy says, no, just calm cest? What is calm cest? Is that just like implied incest? But kinda. Baku says, oh, that's not fire. Derma says, Frilzy, you can't but kinda incest. It's YN! I've heard about YN. YN is so hot that everyone wants to be with YN. Frilzy says, you can blur the lines pretty heavily if you dodge enough questions. Sveta says, Gaku, he looked like he wouldn't hurt a fly. Well, he wouldn't. Flies aren't humanoid. Derma says, I don't know if I'd say they're straightest gay couple, more just very obvious, and milquetoast. Maybe that's to go to milquetoast. I think milquetoast is spelled differently. I prefer your spelling where it's just the milk, like the drink. But I think it's MILQUE toast, which I don't know what that means. But let's get back in the game. Let me have a sip of water. Oh. I'll fight alongside everyone else and as an equal.
Sister dearest, think about this. It's too dangerous.
My mind's made up, brother dearest. Don't try to stop me. I won't let you die like you did in Takumi's time. I've got my fist up. I'll do whatever it takes to protect you.
You protecting me? What a role reversal.
Give it up, Ema. If there's one thing I've learned about Kako, it's that she's stubborn. Once she gets into her head to do something, there's no talking her out of it.
Oh, how dare he know things about my sister? I'm getting chills.
Huh?
What? Ah! What did that hemo anima stuff do to me? Oh, the thought of Kako being the one to protect me makes me shiver with excitement. This is wonderful! I've discovered a whole new facet of my dear sister's charm.
You mean you'll let me?
I'll still do my part to protect you from those invaders, of course. Honestly, I don't hate violence. I welcome one-sided violence with open arms. Anything for you, sister dearest.
Oh, pin message on Twitch. Oak says, pinned by Crystal. Oak says, Logan, stop climax. That was Ema! That was Ema doing that! That was not me! But thank you for the pinned message. Thanks, guys. Glad to have you on board. So, okay, they're both, clicking them both is the same thing then.
I've made up my mind. I won't let my dear brother die like he did in your timeline. I'll do whatever it takes to protect him, to protect everyone.
If I click him instead of her, no, they're the same. Yeah, they're the same. Oh, no, it is different. Huh?
I saw this scene already, but why am I freaked out again?
Dagger! How are you doing, Dagger? So good to see you! How is your week going? I hope it's going well. Thank you so much for the 10 bits. Yeah, I think it might be the sheer volume and appearance of Ema's drool that does it. Like, just so, and then the swirly eyes and the sweat, the flushed cheeks. It's awful. Everything about this is awful. But you being here is fantastic. Thank you, Dagger, for the 10 bits.
My dear sister looks so determined now. I've discovered a whole new facet of her charm. I'll still do everything in my power to protect her, of course. Past, present, or future, that will never change.
Not if I get you killed, Ema.
Wow, I actually made it through to the end. I thought for sure I'd get killed off early.
I wonder if there's a route where we can actually just like say to Darumi, okay, let's do that killing game thing you wanted to do. Let's just do that. Let's do that. And just have a mini Danganronpa game. I guess the revival-matic means dying is only temporary anyway.
We can't have a killing game if death is meaningless.
The duck lips.
But now that you're here, we can change all that, right?
We're not gonna start killing each other, Darumi. That's one thing I want to keep the way it is. Give me the choice. Right now, give me to make the decision.
Fine. I'll just have to make do with God modding through the New Game Plus. Kinda sucks there'll be no murder mysteries, but adrenaline-fueled power trips can be fun too.
Yeah, just look on the bright side or whatever, Darumi.
Time for a power trip through New Game Plus.
And Siri, let's say before we talk to him, this is taking a long time just talking to everybody because I waste so much time.
Guess there's no need for me to tell you the truth now. You pretty much know it all already.
I had to make some guesses based on what I learned in my timeline. Did I get anything wrong?
Yeah. Nope, not a thing. Your deductions were right on the mark.
I never learned very much about Surei's true intentions. I don't know if I should trust him yet. Yeah, there might be stuff that's wrong. I wonder if we'll get to see the person behind Surei, if there is a person puppeteering him or if he's just like an artificial intelligence.
Honestly, I'd planned on keeping some of this secret a little longer, but I can see there's no use in hiding it now. Just don't getting captured and blab all this stuff to the enemy, okay?
I won't let that happen. We're all going to get through this together. All right, I've spoken to everyone and told them everything I needed to. Everything except ... Guys, there's one last thing! What have we not told them? That we're friends, that I love all of them. He said before that he told them everything except Nozomi's secret. I mean, we told them about second to last Defense Academy. We definitely need to go there next, though. I know none of us chose to be here, but we really are humanity's last hope. It's okay if saving the world or all of mankind is too big of a concept to wrap your heads around.
Just focus on protecting this school and the people who are important to you. If we all do that, I know we can win this.
Could have put a bit more emotion into that, Takumi.
Heck yeah! Humanity don't got nothing to worry about with us around.
I will do my duty. Duty. I never intended anything less. And I'll fight too. I'll protect my dear brother as a real member of this team.
Oh, yes, I'm getting chills again. Oh, this might not be such a bad idea after all.
I may be garbage, but even garbage can be useful sometimes. I'll do whatever I can. Once we make it to day 100, we'll get in the escape pod and join everyone on the artificial satellite, right? Yeah, there's no danger of us getting caught up in the final attack against the invaders. Right, Sirei?
Yeah. That information was supposed to be classified, but yes, that is the plan.
And will we get some kind of reward at the end?
Didn't Sirei used to say that we're getting paid for this?
Oh, of course. If you make this mission a success, you'll be heroes. The administration will gladly support you with sufficient remuneration.
Isn't it remuneration? Is it have I been saying that wrong my whole life? I thought it was remuneration, not
for you to live comfortably for the rest of your lives.
I'm questioning everything about myself now if I got that word wrong.
I knew it! What awesome luck!
Then I can build a brand new workshop for my grandpa and me?
Of course, or waste it all on like drugs and sex and stuff like that. I mean, you'll be a different person. Money will change you.
Can I shut a bunch of kids in an abandoned building and force them to play a killing game?
As long as they don't have parents. Yeah, that's fine. Sure. Why the heck not? Hey, let's all do it. Let's go. Go team. Kill some kids. Yeah.
I think that would be going a step too far. I'm surprised, though. You're actually going to reward us?
Oh, that's right. Once the Earth is habitable again, we'll give you whatever your heroic little hearts desire. It's the least we can do for you, saving us all. What? You didn't know about this, Sumino?
No. In my timeline, Eito killed you before you could tell us very much.
It's all good, man. It's all good, man. I love that show. I love Better Call Saul.
Just one more reason for us to give it our all. I gotta read some more in the chat. I'm still far behind. Queen Katie says, BRB, gotta find my water. Let me know what he picks if I'm not back in time. Did you get back in time for the second choice I made? Oak says, add quote, what can I say? I have this effect on the ladies, ... And the men. Queen Katie says, never mind, I'm back. Yay! There was Tony with 100 bits again. Thank you again, Tony. Queen Katie says, 11037. Well, that'll take forever. Oak says, you said bonus, not bone other thing. Crystal says, laughing. The thing is, Logan is not wrong. Rightworth is such a straight gay people. Oak says, mods, banish him for 1,000 years. Queen Katie says, Ima is now, Kako is past and present. The present and past. Okay, that's what it was. So neither of them are the future. Says there was a theory pre-release that Ima and Kako had a third sibling named Mirai for future, lol. Well, maybe that still happens. Crystal says Jason Todd is now Crowbard. Did you hear that, Baku? Did you hear that? But that's just part of his journey toward becoming the Red Hood. Nora says, agree is on Steam. Queen says, 17 rounds for sparing Eito. It was 4 for killing. Crystal says, Logan, what? Oak says, isn't there supposed to be 100 endings? Queen said they have several endings per route to make up the full 100 endings for the game. Crystal says, what do you mean, Ampute Hajime? No! The novel I was talking about was from a Chinese BL novel. Because of chat, I know what BL means. I'm going to read some more on YouTube. First, let me have a sip of water. Let's see, Baku says internalized communism. Derma says, Baku what? Baku says, I meant to put internalized homophobia. Derma says, how did homophobia turn into communism? And there was the super chat from Baku earlier. Thank you again, Baku, for the $2. Frilzy says, amen to that. Baku says, Jason Todd with a little patched up heart. Baku says, sermon, just saw your message. I don't know how. Oh, Dermo. Dermo says, Baku, don't mention the sermon. It'll make us look more like a cult, which we are, but still, you're not allowed to be a cult, even if you are. Baku says, I officially joined the cult. Dermo says, if you know about it, then yes. Baku, wait, that's all. If you find out about it, you remember? Baku says, okay, I appreciate the insight. Frilzy says, the number one rule about RoboCult is do not talk about RoboCult. Baku says, got it. Huggy Wuggy says, hello, Logan. Do you have a VR headset, Logan? No, I wish I did. My next priority for the upgrades for the stream, and this is like, if I get this promotion at work, I'll definitely be able to afford this next year, is a new GPU. The next priority after that is a VR headset. I would really like to be able to do VR streams someday, but I don't have one yet, Huggy Wuggy, I'm sorry. Huggy Wuggy says, if yes, then maybe we can play with each other. Wait, like what game specifically? Huggy Wuggy says cookies and cream, by the way. Oh, the ice cream, nice. Cookie I say cookie again. Sveta says, Gaku heard you. Scary fourth wall breaking Gaku. Baku says, Logan really misses Vero. I do. Vero is the glue that holds our community together. So let me read. Oh crap, I'm still behind, but we gotta play some more. Yeah, just think of all the kibble I could buy for Leo. Everybody looks a lot more determined than they did this morning. I don't think any of them will refuse to fight this time. That's a relief.
I've gotta hand it to you, Sumito. You got these lollygagging sad sacks acting like a real team more effectively than I ever could. Just what I'd expect from our very own boy who leapt through time.
You guys catch the reference there? There's an old anime movie called The Girl Who Leapt Through Time. Really good. I recommend checking it out if you haven't. I won't spoil anything, but it's a really good movie. The Girl Who Leapt Through Time. Very wholesome, sweet movie. I don't know everything about this war, though. I still don't know why we were chosen for it, or what cryptoglobin really is, or why the invaders have it too.
I wouldn't worry. Yeah. Compared to the future of humanity, those little details are hardly important.
I had a feeling you'd say that. But you will tell us eventually, right?
Oh, sure. Yeah, don't be so suspicious. We're on the same side, remember? I want to protect this school and save humanity just as much as you do. Anything that contributes towards that is okay by me, and I do mean anything. Just putting that out there.
Yay! By saving Sirei and bringing everyone together, I'd done all I could for now. I'd already changed the future for the better. Now I just had to keep it up. That's what I told myself as I left the war room and went back to my room. Again, second priority should now be to save everybody at second to last defense before Moko goes missing, yeah? Phew! The moment I got inside, all the fatigue I'd been holding back hit me like a ton of bricks. Talking for most of the day had already taken it out of me. I staggered over to the bed and lay down. Well, I got everyone to agree to fight. That should make things easier. Now we just have to meet up with the team at the other academy. Ah, there we go. The other academy, bring him here. Yes! This time, we'll create a better future. We just got to make sure that we pick a day where they weren't attacking. I should have maybe marked my calendar in the future of what days they attacked. Well, I guess if we just wait till the next attack and then after that we know we're safe. I don't know. This time, I'll protect her no matter what. Even if I have to kill every other student in this school, I will protect her.
Day 4.
Ding dong bing bong. Okay, same as usual.
Just be ready to give your...
All right. By the way, we're getting semi-close to the 2.5 hour mark, so now if people want to start keeping an eye out for raid suggestions on Twitch, if Nora's still here, you can let me know if Gigi stays live or if she's already finished with Agree. I don't know. I'd want to give her a big raid, but even any raid, I suppose, would be nice. But assuming she even has raids turned on, but let me know because we're like less than an hour away from the 3 hour mark. It's morning. Let's see, day 4. There shouldn't be any attacks for a while. If I remember right, the next one is day 7. That was the day we fought the first commander. That gives us 3 more days to figure out a plan. I'll head over to the cafeteria first. No use thinking on an empty stomach. Okay, so I'm glad that he kept track of these things. Because I sure didn't. Wait, what was that? What was that? Why say chapter 00? That was not there before. Day 4 and then chapter 00 appeared. I don't know what that means. Had something happened on my chapter select? Maybe, okay, no, we're just still... Oh, wait, here's a branching path. Oh, that was the branching path for reveal the secret or not reveal the secret. And that's way down there. Okay, so we're still good. Let's see where everybody else is. Oh, there's a few people outside. Oh, it's Darumi and Shoma. We can go say hi to them and then head down to the cafeteria. Yay, Darumi. So, I survived until the end and went back to the artificial satellite. I got dumped in this crazy situation and never even got murdered or executed. You died a couple of times. At least once that I remember. It's so sad. No, except she already did that in this timeline, yeah? No, I can't remember. I think, no. Yeah, because it was before Saray died. We really gotta create a better future this time. Oh, is she sad that we gotta create a better future? Is that what you said? So sad. Yeah, okay. Or maybe it's sad that she didn't get murdered and she wants a better future where she is murdered. There's Shoma. The things I did in your timeline sound so amazing. It's like we're not even talking about the same person. But this hemo-anima pulsing through me makes me feel like someday I might stop believing in myself. Until then, I'll just have to believe in the you that believes in me. Ah, yay! Please tell me you guys caught that reference right, because I've referenced that a number of times. It's Gurren Lagann. It's the whole, you don't have to believe in you, but believe in the me that believes in you. Yay, that's great, Shoma. Yeah. Shoma's a great, he's a Shoma is a shonen protagonist, because Shoma is a showman protagonist. Shoma. Oh, let's talk to Hiroko in the hallway. Just work our way downtown, not downtown, down to the cafeteria, talking to everybody on our way. Hiroko! Where are you, lady? There you are.
Oh.
Time travel. Normally, I wouldn't lend such an outlandish idea any credence. But it's hardly the strangest thing I've heard since getting here. It seems I have no choice but to believe. That's the thing. As soon as you're in a timeline or a universe where you can bring people back to life, suddenly time travel is not the most outlandish thing. And I'm sure your experience will serve us well. I'll be counting on you from here on. Don't disappoint me. Same thing second time? Yeah, okay. All right, who else? Nobody on the second floor? And then just down to the cafeteria. Let's head there, and then I'll read some more in the chat, get a little bit more caught up. Queen Giddy says, to be fair, Logan, I put the poll earlier this morning. I said it to end 40 minutes before she... Okay, so Vero probably said that. I'd be curious to know what other people would have thought I'd have chosen. Crystal says, what? Wait, just 4 for kill? Queen Giddy says, oh, speaking of BL... Why is that the segue? I gotta DM you something, Crystal. Yep, 4 routes for killing him, and they have several endings per route, but of course, yeah, it narrows it a lot. Queen Katie says, oh. Queen Katie says, Kako activating Guardian Angel mode after hearing that Ima died before. Nora said, your message failed to send. Heart. Crystal said, oh, Broken Heart. Crystal said, yours too. Says, oh my gosh. Nora said, I hope Ima gets deceased every route. Crystal says, first Katie and Oak. Now it's me and Nora. Whole bunch of emotes. Nora says, it's Yagu. Oh wait, do I still have that? I thought those Yago emotes were limited time. Kuita said BRB, I must pee. So it's not BRP, it's BRP. PRB. Crystal says, that hurts my eyes. Yay, everyone fights. Nora says, GG, already finished stream, by the way. Oh, boo. Crystal says, oh, that was a short stream. And Nora says 44 minutes. And there's some miscommands for Vero. Let me read some comments over on YouTube. Huggy Wuggy says, Gaku and Goku are almost the same thing. I often have a hard time telling them apart. Sometimes I'll be watching Dragon Ball and I'll be like, why is Gaku from the hit video game 100 Line Last Defense Academy here? Why are they calling him a Saiyan? I don't understand. Baku says, sorry, I was gone for a second. I was doing my brother's homework. No, how will your brother learn, Baku? Huggy Wuggy says, oh my gosh. Oh, hang on, it just scrolled without me. Gotta go up. Oh, there we go. I didn't have to go very far. Huggy Wuggy says, I'm a goofy goober. Baku says he's giving me more of his work. Help. Baku says, Jason Todd getting crowbarred. I did hear. Huggy Wuggy says, why does Siray voice acting sound like Plankton? It's a little bit. I mean, it's very similar to our Beef Longa voice. But it's technically a slight variation, at least in my mind it is, based on a voice we gave to a character in The Were Cleaner. And yeah, in my mind, I'm thinking Plankton. So I'm glad you caught it.
Sveta says, no convincing minigame in spinning dimension. Durba says, I think you just ruined Cirade for me. Oh, do you not like Plankton? Huggy Wuggy says, oh, sorry. Durba says, no, I'm not serious. Okay, good. Huggy Wuggy says, oh, okay. How does it feel to be a mod? Dermo says, I do remember that. I caught up to YouTube chat. Only took me 2 hours over there, but I'm caught up on YouTube at least. I'll read a couple more really quick on Twitch. Nora says, plushies, they did all of Myth, but not Ame, I think. Oh, well, she isn't even completely gone. She's still like an associate for Hololive. I think she appeared in one of Kiara's concerts a while back. Nora said, but they have merch of all other Holomems except Justice. Logan, once you get here, can I see your Gouda plush again? Yeah, sure.
Hello, my friends.
Vero! We have had at least 4 We Miss Vero commands tonight. We've missed you, Vero. Vero, did you see my spam over in the Transformers channel on Discord when I was showing off all the Thundercracker comparison pictures? Here he is. We got him. He's a great figure. I don't normally collect like him in his G1 colors, but I was just so excited for this mold. I couldn't resist it. I'm excited to get this mold as Skywarp and Starscream, and then maybe the Coneheads, and maybe some G2 color variations like Starscream and Ramjet, and maybe some other characters, other Seekers like Sunstorm, Acid Storm. At that point, I might. Wait, no, and then we got to get Thundercracker in his Action Master / Shattered Glass colors, and at that point, I might be done with that Seeker mold. But how are you, Vero? But like I said, I'm gonna read some more. Oh yeah, Nora wanted to see the Gouda plush again. It's the Dino Gouda. Here we go. There. Look how adorable she is. Even has like a little tail back there and a little Ebby, a little shrimp, a little tramp stamp of a shrimp on her butt. And she's like really well shaped and packed full of fluff. I expected it to be like cheaper made than that. It's like a quality plush. Vera, welcome. See, Dagger says hello. Sorry, I'm late. Oh, you're doing another route already. Welcome, Dagger. I got to where you came in. Yes, we finished the first route last time, so I'm excited. And so far, it's like, oh, Vera. Before anyone catches you up on what's happening, apparently Queen Katie did a poll amongst y'all's spoiler chat for this game to ask what you all thought my first choice would be. The first choice of the game was deciding whether to kill or spare Ato, and there's a poll. Before you get, maybe chat's already told you which I did, but I want to know what you would have voted. Sound like you didn't vote in it. What would you have voted that you think I did? And then we'll tell you which I did. I'm curious to know what you would have said.
Morning, troops. Looks like everyone's raring to go today, huh?
You think so? I feel the same as always.
Not at all. Just look at all those faces filled to the brim with fighting spirit.
I know what you mean. Of course, I'm just as much of a sniveling parasite as ever.
Oh, I voted in that poll. I went with spare.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay. When Queen Katie gave me the rundown who voted, I thought you hadn't. So I guess I misunderstood. So you're correct. I did vote spare. My reasoning was simply that the smart thing to do would be to kill him. But I thought the more interesting thing would be to spare him. And I am more curious to see what happens if we keep him alive. So that's what I stuck with. So thank you very much, Vero, for the 10 bits. Thank you. Okay. And I will read some more chat soon, but we got to keep playing. Don't be like that, Shuma. I think you look a little tougher than you did yesterday.
You said you were going to start working out, right? Maybe you're getting results already.
There's no way it happened that fast.
You're looking ever so slightly different too, Mr. Maruko. Not in a good way, but still.
Ah, come on, it must be a little good.
Maybe it's just wishful thinking, but it does feel like everyone's more confident now. Knowing why we're really here must have taken some of the stress off the situation for them.
Seeing you all like this warms my old mechanical heart. With that in mind, I've decided to break from my original plans and give you the run of the school. Every classroom is now unlocked.
What, all of them?
Oh, you betcha. No point in drip feeding new facilities if you already know what they're gonna be. Use them as you see fit.
Okay, so we got to spend a few of our battle points and crafting stuff to upgrade things as soon as we get a chance.
You got anywhere that's just a maze of cube-shaped rooms full of freaky traps?
Hey, I know this place is weird, but still, it's a school, you know. Was that a reference to a game? Cube-shaped rooms with traps? I wonder what that would be. First thing that's popping in my mind is Portal, but not all the rooms were cubes. Most of them weren't, in fact.
Just remember that Outsuki is still in his cage in the courtyard. Don't go letting him trick you into letting him out or anything.
I want to go visit him and see what he says.
I got nothing to say to that traitor.
Yeah, and from what Takumi told us, the real Eito sounds pretty scary. I'd actually be interested to hear where his hatred of humanity comes from. Surely there's no harm in just talking to him. And we can tell you, we figured it out.
I guess, but do so in moderation, okay?
Guys, I have an announcement too. I need to go to the bathroom. 3 days from now, on day 7, the enemy will probably attack again.
What? That soon?
That's what happened in my timeline. And the commander who got away before will be with them.
Ooh, the one who killed me.
But with how much stronger we are now, it shouldn't be anything too hard to deal with. We just have to stay focused and work together. This time, I'll take a good long look at the color of that commander's insides. Well, this time I'm gonna be able to understand him, right? Because of the whole language thing. Wait, yeah, because Eito absorbed the ability to understand and I absorbed Eito's. So I should understand, yeah? I think? If not, will we have to drag Eito out to interrogate him? 3 days? I'll try to use that time to toughen up in my own trashy way. Yeah, we can do this.
Now, this is more like it. Having a strong leader makes all the difference.
Leader?
What, you mean me? No, I mean me. I'm alive this time. That made all the difference.
I've got no problems with that. As the only one of us who's lived through all this before, you're the natural candidate, Mr. Sumino.
That's right. I know you won't steer us wrong, Takumi.
Makes sense to me, too. You handle the strategy, I'll take care of the legwork.
Oh, hang on. It'll pop up, appeared on my screen. I gotta see what it is. Okay, I will respond to that later. It's just I got a message. I will respond to that later. So thank you very much. Okay.
Makes sense to me. You handle the strategy, I'll take care of the legwork.
I don't know about this, guys. I mean, nobody really wants to take on a leadership role, but just accept it. It's what everyone wants. And if you really came from the future, that is, if that's true, then your experience is invaluable. We couldn't ask for a better leader. Wow, I never thought I'd hear Hiruko be so complimentary. I guess they're right, though. It's up to me to make sure history doesn't repeat itself. All right, if you'll trust me and follow my lead, I'll do everything I can to lead us to victory. We're behind you all the way.
You might be team leader, but I'm still the MVP. Got it?
All that's left is to prepare for the battle in 3 days' time. Let us use this newfound power of yours to show the enemy true despair.
Am I not gonna suggest going to... Hang on. I just realized, chat, I have boobs. Very blurry boobs, but they're boobs nonetheless. I mean, I'm in good shape. Wow. Wow. Okay, just glance down there, and I am now attached to Tsubasa's body. I have her... Also a tan. Can't see it on my neck here, but quite the tan on the rest of my body. Anyway, what I was saying before I got distracted by this unusual lower portion of myself, yeah, we got to use these 3 days to go to Second to Last Defense Academy and save everybody and bring them back. I mean, well, we'd save Moko, but like convince them all to come back, yeah?
Let us use this newfound power of yours to show the enemy true despair.
Yeah, boy! Thanks for all the level grinding, alternate future me!
If I'm being honest, I wish I could just head straight to Second to Last Defense Academy. Well, we should! Crap, it sounds like I'm gonna make a decision. It's probably gonna be should. Yes, we should go straight to Second to Last Defense Academy. Because the more we put off going there, the more bad things could happen. We don't know, they might lose Moko. We gotta prioritize that. If I'm being honest, I wish I could just head straight to second to last Defense Academy. But with another attack only 3 days away, that would mean leaving these guys to fend for themselves. Well, last time we did it just fine with only like, I think 5 of us. It was us, Hiroko, Takemaru, Darmi, and, or was it just the 4 of us? I can't remember. I think it might have been. Was that after we rescued Ato from the wilderness, and so Ato joined us there? I don't know. But yes, we should do this. Oh, hang on. There's a pin message over on Twitch written by Garlic. Garlic, I didn't see you coming. How are you, Garlic? Written by Garlic. Pinned by Vera says, "Wow, Logan, you look so nice with a crop top." I know. I didn't think that I'd have the stomach nor the hips to pull off a crop top, but apparently I rocked that crop top, as you could see. Huh?
Actually, I wasn't there for it, but how do they believe us so readily? Actually, I'm from another timeline.
What timeline are you from, Vero, if you don't mind me asking? What ill portents of our future are you to warn us about? But think of the 10 bits. Well, we just explained to them everything. They gave us the option to tell them the truth or to hide it. I chose to tell them the truth, and we told them, and it convinced them. And, I mean, we had so many details, and Saray was like, yeah, that's all correct stuff. And, I mean, they just... And plus, the fact that when we went back in time, we carried over all of our stats, so they all got a Hemo Anima boost. We were able to say, you felt that last night, that's what it is. And, yeah, we just... Because they believed it, and we were able to tell everybody, like, hey, you now know all the truth, so the people who are holding out because they didn't know what was going on have no reason not to. And people like Shoma... now is like, wow, that other version of me sounds cool. I guess I'll give it a try. Kako is like, oh, I actually fought and protected my brother. I want that. Gaku is just like, I mean, that sounded really cool. And plus, I'll probably get a reward, right? So, I mean, it was mercifully easy to convince them. So thank you very much for the 10 bits. But with another attack only 3 days away, that would mean leaving these guys to fend for themselves. Huh?
I'm in the one timeline where I'm in a Bayverse movie,
No!
and my character is a gag character, then I explode.
No, you became TJ Miller. I am so sorry. That is a fate I would not wish on anyone. That is awful. Oh my gosh, Vero, we need to prevent that from happening. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. Thank you. Let me read some more comments in the chat. Nora says, I love enemies to friends, and then over time, it could maybe become friends to lovers. Queen Katie says, I'm back! Dagger said, did he lock Ato down or kill him? Queen Katie says, spared. Also, Dagger, are you still here? What would you have guessed that I would do? I'm just curious, like everybody who wasn't here for that, what you would have guessed I would have done. If I lived up to your expectations or if I subverted them. Dagger says, based, it's so fun to keep him in a cage, laughing. Queen Katie said, oh, that reminds me, Logan, some very based fan artist out there is selling Ato charms in a cage, and it's a shakeable Ato in a cage. So funny and cute. Oh, I love that. I've seen some similar stuff like a Transformers ones where it'll be like Soundwave's chest and the little cassettes will be in there and they can shake around. It's great. Oak says, I hope there's a route where Shoma gets insanely confident. Queen Katie says, I have no idea to be honest, though I've heard they want to make a DLC route someday. Ooh, so hopefully that could be fun. Nora says, oh my gosh, I watched a movie today called Reviving Ophelia, and it was a crazy movie, but really good. Crystal said, did somebody say ... YN? Dagger says, having 2 streams open at the same time is diabolical. I don't know how you guys do it. Nora says, no, stop. Crystal says, turns into a very gay character with the blue orbs and blonde, messy bun. Laughing. Nora says, no, stop it. And Oak says, I'm so sleepy. Crystal says, whoa, why not Nora? Oak says, Logan, stop climaxing. It was not me. That was Ema. Over on YouTube, I gotta scroll up a little bit again because more chatting has happened. Crap, where did it end? Baku says, I still have to write my lab report. What's it about? You should be doing your own homework instead of your brother's. Derma says, it feels fine. Best part is not having to worry about getting messages blocked. And I can post links to clips. Oh my gosh, I want a Dino Gura. It's so good. They sold the first one ages ago and I wanted to buy it at the time. And I thought they'd have a great supply. So I put it off. Then they sold out and the aftermarket was crazy high. And then they did a second run this past year. And like, I gotta jump on that. The downside is there was a small tariff surcharge. Not really a bad one, to be honest, but there was a little bit of one. See, Huggy Wuggy says, oh, I wish I was a mod. Baku says, can someone tell me what 100 multiplied by 0.25 is 25. 25. It's 25. because 0.25 is 1/4, a fourth of 100 is 25. Or you could just do it like 100, we'll move the decimal places over 2 times, so 100 times 0.25 is 25. Baku says, I low-key forgot. Derma says 25. Sveta says, I mean, killing him would be interesting too because he was behind 75% of all the stuff in the original timeline, so that would cause conflict in his absence, and would there be any conflict at all? Baku says, thanks, Dermo. Derma says, the maze of cube-shaped rooms with traps is a reference to the cult classic horror film Cube. I think that's I think that's its name. I'm not familiar with it. I'm gonna have to look. In fact, I'm gonna make a note of that so I can look up more information about that Cube. Thank you very much, Dermo. Derma says, also, I'm no longer in any form of leg brace or cast for the first time in 2 years. Feels weird. Like, weird good though, right? How do the knees, like, are the knees functioning properly? Do you still have pain? Are they good? Baku says, what happened to your leg? Dermo had knee surgery. I don't know all the details, though. Like what originally... I don't know if Dermo ever said what caused the knee problems in the first place. Frilzy says, Logan is trans. Baku says, we support you, Logan. Huggy Wuggy says, he. And Derma says, it's a genetic thing. Both kneecaps needed to be moved, fixed, and shapen. So surgery, and before that, dislocations. Okay, I didn't realize how far we got in both chats behind. Let me have a sip of water, we'll play some more, and then we will, once again, get caught up in a little bit. Hang on, I'm just thirsty. Okay, so we're probably gonna make another choice. I don't know if, excuse me. I don't know if I'd be going to Second to Last Defense Academy by myself. If that's the case, everyone would be fine without me, I think. The downside is, if I don't make it back in time, Hiruko will probably execute the commander before we have a chance to hear him say anything. Because I can understand their language now. And that might not be ideal. But if we don't go to Second to Last Defense Academy, I have a feeling we'll probably not save Moko, that she probably will get captured before we're able to go over there. So I'm going to prioritize Moko over whatever intelligence gathering we're going to get from the commander, because it sounds like we're going to make that choice now. But I also don't know if we'd send like a team with us or whatever, but yeah. But with another attack only 3 days away, that would mean leaving these guys to fend for themselves. I can't afford to get distracted. For now, I have to concentrate on... No! I thought you were going to give me a choice! I have to concentrate on getting ready for the next battle. No! If I leave right after, I should still be there in time to stop the worst from happening.
But then, on our 10th day at the academy, a huge swarm of invaders attacked.
Oh crap, it's the one that could, like, take over our people, wasn't it? I remember having to do that. So, it's good that Takumi has such a good memory for all these numbers to know it was the 10th day. That's still gonna be cutting it close.
It was only our second real battle, and even with Moko's help, we were totally out of our league.
Moko and I were the only ones left standing. Yugamu, Kurara, and Kyoshika were all dead. Even worse, a stray shot put our revival-matic out of commission, and Nigo, the only one who knew how to repair it, was captured.
Day 10 is the battle where Moko gets taken prisoner. That's 3 days to get from here to there. That should be enough. Don't cut it so close. Aye, now we know when the next attack will be. We better get our butts in gear. I'm hitting the training room. Any of you guys want to join me?
I'll go! I could use some help with my training.
Yeah, he is gonna get buff, yay. Can I come too? Oh, yay, she's gonna get buff. Let's all get buff.
Good grief, physical activity isn't really my thing, but if you're going, sister dearest, I will too.
I mean, I was the MVP in the last timeline, so I don't think I really need.
Don't give me that MVP crap. You need this more than anyone. I'm gonna head to the garage. I should start getting a handle on how everything works in there. And by the way, I just noticed we passed the 2.5 hour mark, so another call for raid suggestions for Twitch. The other members of the team left the cafeteria in high spirits, all except one. You're not joining the others, Hiruko? Did we ever find out why it took her like a half hour to change out of her swimsuit after she went swimming? That was weird. Maybe that's when she found out all the extra stuff. Oh, this is a good opportunity for us to ask her about what she knows. Naturally, I'll use these 3 days to prepare as well, but I prefer to do so on my own. I guess Hiruko's always been a lone wolf at heart. Knowing that, I think I appreciate her a little more. It must have taken a lot for her to step in and lead the team last time. One more thing, Takumi. Allow me to give you some advice. Don't cross me. Never cross me. What? Just because you have knowledge of the future, don't expect everything to go smoothly. You really do know something the others don't you? Maybe even something I don't know about either? Perhaps. But you've yet to earn my trust on that matter. Crap, keeping secrets again for no reason, I hate it. I'll tell you about it later, if I feel like it. With that, Hiruko turned and left the room. Sirai's still here, just bouncing. She was right, of course. This wasn't going to be a matter of doing everything right and breezing through the 100 days. I knew from bitter experience that reality is never that simple.
Hey, sticking my butt out. This is what they, in the nature world, call presenting. I should get going, too. I mean, unless someone's going to stop me. You're going to stop me? You're going to keep me here? Going to keep me here? I still need to have a conversation with our little irregular and figure out how he got here in the first place.
See you later.
Good luck with everything, Shumino.
With a wave of his stubby arm, Sirai disappeared from view. Irregular? I guess he means Ato. I'm the one who decided to let him live. I can't help feeling responsible for him. I should probably check on him. Besides, I still need to ask him about something he said before.
Right. That's what you think the truth is. You've got it all wrong.
This is probably something that he discovered, like, past this day in the other timeline. He won't know it now. Huh? The ugliness of mankind far exceeds your imagination. You never found out the real truth. I wonder what would have happened if you did. If Sirai is going to interrogate him, maybe I should look in on it too. Okay, let's save and then let's head over to the courtyard. We can talk to other people on the way, I suppose. It's not a free time, so time shouldn't pass if we encounter other people. Yeah, so we're gonna be going there. But it looks like we have Tsubasa, Darumi, oh, and then everybody's in there. So let's go check on everybody and then go talk to Ato. There we go, Tsubasa. I'm gonna read some more comments in the chat, by the way. Let's see. Nora says, I'm uncomfortable. Can Ima die? Crystal says, Logan, what? Oak says, Crystal, can you pin that so he stops? Nora says, I hate you. Crystal says, ooh, woo. Oak says, I'm so unbelievably sleepy. I have to go. No! Oak, did you already leave? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you hanging out. Sorry that you've been so busy lately, but appreciate having you here. Good night, Oak. Crystal says, rest well. Oak said, thank you for the very, I played these games before. Stream. It made me smile. Oak says, good night, everyone. Crystal says, Emo, what is this sprite? And then Oak on the way out does the whole command. Nora says, good night, girly. Dagger says, I was playing too much Outlast Trials. My bad. Oh, speaking of other games, I wanted to ask you guys, a friend of mine at work recommended the game Outer Wilds 2. Not Outer Worlds 2, Outer Wilds 2. I'm curious if anyone here is familiar with that, has played it, recommends it, has thoughts, if that's something that would be a good game for this type of a stream. But Dagger, I hope you enjoyed Outlast Trials. Nora said, oh, I have something to send you. Queen Katie said, does money even still exist at this point? There's a Digimon season that also references the girl who leapt through time. The subtitle for that season was The Boy Hunters Who Leapt Through Time. It's a really good movie. I recommend it. Nora says, dead chat bro, where everyone go? Queen Katie said, Nora, I just chatted. What do you mean? Nora says, I know, but I typed before you sent it. Because before that, it was like silent for 5 minutes. Crystal with an emote. Queen Katie says, well, I was talking boy love with Crystal. Nora says, exactly.
It sounds interesting, but I never played it. Wish I could.
Okay, so maybe I'll look into it then. Thank you very much, Dagger.
Fun fact, I'm not sure if anyone mentioned it since I shared it in spoiler chat, but I learned recently that the Ito and Takumi ship tag made it to the top 100 ships of the year 2025 on AO3, so this fandom isn't so dead.
That's good to know. I mean, it obviously is a lot more dead than some other stuff. It's so fun because, like, my TikTok, for example, so much of my engagement slowed down while I was posting Metaphor ReFantazio clips and Ace Attorney investigation clips. I mean, Ace Attorney is always like come and go with engagement, but Metaphor just didn't do well. And now that I'm like posting Deltarune and Persona 5 Strikers clips, it's like through the roof again. It like so much of it depends on the game. But so what would Eito and Takumi? Taketo? Atumi? I prefer Taketo. Taketo. Yeah, we'll go with that. But yeah, they made it onto the top 100 line. Last Ships Academy. But thank you both, Vero and Dagger, for the 10 bits each. I appreciate it. Let's see, Crystal was saying, the boy love novel I'm reading has a dramatic main character. I love it. Queen Gator said, yes, the screenshots Crystal have been sending me have been nuts. Have been nuts or have had nuts in them because it's boy love. Crystal said, blame the MC. Queen Gator said, don't worry, I will. I should watch Gurren someday. I've heard much trauma from that. It's good, but there's a lot of sad stuff. There's where Vero came in. Nora says Vero. Vera says smiles. Quiggity says Vero. Crystal says Vero. Nora said Vero, I missed you so. Vera said, nope, didn't check Discord yet, but I'm excited. Hi, everyone. Quiggity says Vero. Logan went back in time and spared Eito. Could have killed. Nope, spared. Oh, okay, so you guys, told Vero right away. Oh, it's okay. As long as I was able to find out what Vera what Vera did think beforehand. Over on YouTube, let's see. Sveta says, Eito helping you in that fight, but no Eito this time. Oh, that is true. Yeah, Eito. In fact, didn't we like almost die and then Eito swooped in and like saved us or something? But now we have like everybody else also. And so, yeah, it should be fine, right? And Dermo with a clip. Hang on. Actually, this might be the first clip of the night. Okay, for anyone who is lurking or who does not know the deal or is new, if you post a clip into either chats, we watch the clip. Now, on YouTube, it unfortunately has to be like a mod to post it, just because I still haven't figured out how to let everybody post clips. But let's check out this clip and see what it is. This clip from Dermo is titled, Spoiler, Good Idea. And all right, let's check out this clip. Oh, hang on. It's so quiet. I gotta crank up the volume. Sorry about this. Try it again. So everyone else is stronger now too? Even Eito, though. Including everyone over at Second to Last Defense Academy. We could have a road trip over there right away. Yeah, see? I don't think we should even wait. Stronger now too. Even Eito, though. And I guess that we were saying does it take full 3 days to get there? And so then I think that we're prioritizing the wrong things, but thank you very much. Dermo for the clip. Baku says, oh, sorry about that. Dermo says, Baku, nah, I'm ecstatic. It's fixed now. Oh, hang on, I gotta scroll up. It just scrolled without me again. There we go. Baku says, huzzah. Dermo says, huzzah. And then I think the issue I have with enemies to anything is that I just have high standards for redemption. And that's true. It is annoying when it doesn't feel earned. But I also really like so much of the time in anime when like, okay, I don't know if there's a name for this trope, but it's like when the bad guy gets defeated by the good guy and the bad guy concludes, well, that means because the good guy's resolve was better than mine, the good guy is right. Like the ideology is correct. And or like the type of thing, it's like if I was defeated by this good guy, I got to make sure nobody else defeats this good guy because that would mean that person is even better than me. You know, because like if they don't deserve to beat the guy that I couldn't beat or things like that. I don't know. I think there's a lot of fun things there, but that's just me. Baku says, I have to write a research paper on my science fair project, and my project is about how long it takes different types of paint to dry. Your science fair project literally involves watching paint dry, Baku? Dermo says, Baku, cool idea. Imagine humidity, sunlight, and maybe heat may have an effect. Oh, that's true. That is more interesting. Baku says, yeah, most likely I want to spend my time watching paint dry / serious. Sveta says, some people call it Eitaku, some call it Takue. That's what I heard. Okay, now I've learned some stuff. And Derma says, engagement depends on the game, but niche games can bring in interesting crowds. I discovered you through Your Turn to Die. Oh, that is true. Also, hang on, I just realized I had pasted but never hit enter, I guess, on the link tree earlier. Did this never go through on YouTube? It's there now, I guess. Sorry to our new friends who never saw the link tree. I'm bad at things. But yes, that is true. I would love to get to the point where if I became a big enough streamer that I could do the niche games and introduce lots of people to these games. Because every now and then I'll see like a game on Steam that's like, oh, that looks so interesting. Nobody streams it on Twitch or YouTube or anything like that. If I played it on Twitch, it would be like death for the community. But it would be so nice. It'd be so nice to like spread the knowledge of some of these games. And Huggy Wuggy says, hi, I'm back. Welcome back, Huggy Wuggy. welcome back. And Derma says hi, and Baku says what's up. Back over on Twitch. Let's see, Nora says, I love Dino Gura, she's so cute. Vera says, hey, I guess that makes him a good person, change him slowly, or something. Or he just stays evil forever and is fun to have around. Nora says, he could be like Armada Starscream, Vero. He became a good person. And Alexis gave him a blanket. Nora says, I've been watching more old Gura clips and new Saba clips. Okay, what do you think? Because Gura is she's the top. She's the best. Quigita says, yeah, Ato is now in the shakeable cage. Well, surprise ruined, I guess. It's all good. Crystal says, well. Quigita says, sorry, Logan. Crystal says, sorry, Logan. No more secret for you. Vera said, or I didn't. I thought I clicked spare at the time. Quigita says, you definitely didn't vote, sadly. It's just me, Nora, Tiff, and Ash. Man, Nora almost could have been lower than 25. Vera said, wow. Yeah, if one more, Nora would have been 20%. Vera said, wow, I do remember vaguely voting, then immediately went to bed. Quigga said, maybe you double-clicked or something? And then Nora says, brah. Okay, let's keep going with this. This place is awesome. I never expected the school's lineup of facilities to include the workshop of my dreams. Once I figure out how all this works, I'll be able to do my part for the team outside of battle too. Our class weapons are supposed to be manifestations of our will to fight, so why are there machines that can customize them? To be honest, I'm not too sure how it works. Maybe this stuff has been modified or specially treated so it can affect us. Can I upgrade stuff right now? I can upgrade my class weapon here. I did try it out when I have free time, even though that doesn't make time pass. Anything different to say when I click you a second time? Nope, same thing. All right, so we got a couple more people to see before we head to the courtyard. Next was Durumi in the hallway. And then we go see the people working out, and then we will advance the story by visiting Ato, caged in the courtyard. Everyone's working together and training hard. I can't handle this much positivity. Does that make me a bad person? No, Durumi. Everything else about you already made you a bad person. But you're delightful, but you are a bad person. It does, doesn't it? Everyone would be better off if I'd never been born. Aw. Anything else to say? No? Okay. All right, let's head to because nothing on the third floor or the roof, so head to the training room and then courtyard after that. All right, we got everybody in here. Let's just go left to right, I guess. All this new power feels awesome. I'm gonna make the most of it and train my butt off. Seriously, I will no longer have a butt. It's gonna go straight from rear thigh to lower back. That's good for you, good for you. Okay, looks like the same thing if I click people twice in here. The next attack's in 3 days' time, but it should be an easy win for us, right? I hope they're all like swole in 3 days, huh?
What episode does Ido die? Do we need to make a blanket first?
Oh crap, well, first he has to get his Power Links colors that'll make him look like Thundercracker. And I wish he could have come back to life in a good way. Like, they technically bring Starscream back to life in Energon, but as like just a mindlessly loyal zombie, and like all of his character growth is just gone. It's so frustrating. But thank you, Vero, for the 10 bits.
But it should be an easy win for us, right?
Kako?
I have to get stronger. I will get stronger. I'll protect everyone.
Oh, she's so optimistic. She's fun.
Seeing my dear sister so determined is wonderful and all, but I find it hard to keep up with her when she gets like this.
And Shoma?
I'll train too. I'm not experienced very much, but I can at least try to change.
Yeah, same thing. All right, that's everybody. Let's save before we head to the courtyard in case we get into a big old cutscene. I do feel like we've accomplished a fair bit. Just the little change of adding the choices peppered throughout makes it feel like we're accomplishing more, even when the day doesn't advance. Courtyard! Ooh, the music cut out. Yep, see, he's in the other cage. When I entered the courtyard, Sirei was already over by Ato's cage.
There. I've answered your questions. How about now you answer one of mine?
I think Ato should slick his hair back now that we know he's evil.
Just what is Takumi?
I'm a time traveler, yo! Or is it something else? Huh? I'd been heading over to join them, but stopped short when I heard my name. I decided to stay hidden and see where the conversation went.
So, you've been like this your whole life?
Aren't you gonna answer his question, C-Ray?
Must be some kind of cognitive defect. I still don't get how such a fault could have occurred.
Chat, what if Ato's not the one with the cognitive defect? What if we all, everybody else, has a cognitive defect? What if, like, humanity actually did either evolve into or get replaced by a species of hideous monsters, but for some reason, either as an adaptive mechanism or because through brainwashing or something, have all been fooled, like some switch got flipped in our brains to see everybody as humans, but we're all really monsters, and Ato really is the only one who sees the world for how it is. Probably not, but it's fun to think about theories.
Oh, of course. I don't conform to your standards, so I'm just a defect, a mistake. Now answer my question. What happened to Takumi? And did it really take you by surprise?
Okay, so he is just talking about time travel stuff.
Or was it some kind of function you had prepared in advance? If it wasn't part of your plan, then why Takumi? What's so special about him?
I'm the protag, you beehole!
Is he perhaps not really human? Come on, tell me. I'm serious, I'm dying to know more about him.
Oh, look at that, you guys were right! It is Toxic Yaoi! He's getting really interested in us, huh?
He has bright red hair.
That is true. I mean, it could be dyed, but still, that is unusual with like blue strands and stuff like that. Ever wondered, like, I wonder what I would look like with different haircut. I did just get a haircut today. It's like very, very neatly trim, all proper in length. I don't think I'd want to dye it though. I think I'm satisfied with my hair color. But thank you very much, Vero. I appreciate the 10 bits.
This is the first time I've ever felt this way about a loathsome human.
See, look, he's becoming a better person. An obsessive stalker, possibly yandere. But at least a yandere person cares about the people that the yandere person wants to kill.
Well, he's something of an irregular, too, I admit. I may have to take steps against him if he gets out of line.
Is Sirei gonna betray us?
But all of that's on a need-to-know basis. This is the last you'll hear of it, Outsuki.
Phew! Sirei left without another word, not even sparing Ato a passing glance. When I was sure he was gone, I left my hiding place and approached the cage myself. Ha, Takumi! Doki Doki, why am I feeling these things? You came all this way just to see me. Oh, sweet. I'm so touched. I should read some more in the chat. I gotta get caught up. I already caught up twice on YouTube. I should try and get caught up on Twitch. Queen Katie says, either that or you saw it, or you thought, oh yeah, spare, and then just walked away and thinking you voted, then snoozed. Vera said, or maybe I thought I voted and went to bed instead. Queen Katie said, yeah, maybe. Vera said, I was high on tummy medicine. We would help a lot though. Oh, I'm sorry that your stomach's giving you problems, Vera. Are you feeling okay now? Queen Katie said, fair. That was me when I started taking the melatonin last year. I was very loopy at the end of a Logan stream. Oh yeah, I remember you would like take the gummies. Queen said, yes, I misspelled that, I don't care. Vera says, the day I hit 25, my stomach immediately becomes more sensitive and I no longer handle sweets as well as I used to. Here's the thing, I will, no matter what happens to me with sweets, with lactose intolerance, I will eat that good stuff until I die. I'll just deal with the pain. Queen said, same, so same. This entire month so far, my stomach telling me eat more, but not too much more, or I puke. Vera said, I ate ice cream that I used to eat all the time and suddenly I just can't handle how sweet it is. Nora said, excuse me, oh, okay, that's really funny. Quickita says, add quote, chat, I have boobs, very blurry boobs. Crystal adds a quote.
Oh, this scene would have been more fun if when he says I'm so touched his face turns into a cold expression.
Or if he touches his face. I'm so touched, like touch my face. Touch my face. Like that. That would get the girls, right? I think that would get the girls. Yeah. But no, it's always nice when like the content of what you're saying doesn't match what you mean when you say it. So I do like that, but thank you very much for the 10 bits, Vero. Wait, did Crystal add 2 quotes for that? Oh, Crystal added 2 quotes. Because then Quiggett said you could have edited it. Vera said, pralines and cream from Baskin Robbins. Oh, how I wish I can handle how sweet you are. Oh, I want to go to Baskin Robbins. I love their rainbow sherbet there. Garlic Alex says, wow, Logan, you look so nice with a crop top. Oh, that was pinned earlier. Vera said, I used to eat it paired with chocolate. I don't know how. Vera said, Hall of Fame. Quicketa says, Vero, I know the feel. I was doing good, but then one year my body decided I cannot do cheddar anymore. Oh no, there go my Cheetos. I could not get by without cheddar. Vera says, broken heart, devastating. Wait, Vera, devastating or devastator? Let me take a look over at YouTube chat. Huggy Wuggy says, I'm just waiting for a Poppy Playtime chapter for live stream. Like for me or that somebody else is doing tonight. Derma says, more often I get introduced to niche streamers through niche games. There's a 100 sub YouTuber I watch because they were one of the only people to play a game I like. What was the game, if you don't mind me asking? Baku says, I'm playing Gotham Knights. I wanted more Jason Todd game to play. Derma says, Takumi, hug Darumi. She needs it. I mean, I do kind of wish that we'd be nicer to her. She has a lot of cries for help that we just ignore for comedic effect. But she also is a walking red flag. Sveta says, Drumi's not a bad person. She's just a silly head. A silly head who wants to do a lot of murder. Sveta says, look at him. He doesn't know how to properly T-pose. What a nerd. Termos says, Logan, it's not nearly as repetitive as you seem to fear it'll be. The game's got a few aces up its sleeve. Ooh, I'm looking forward to that. Sveta says, is he perhaps not really human? Gosh, he's so hopeful. Oh, because if I'm not human, then he can be in love with me. Is that what it is? Quingita says, lag check. Oh, did anybody else get lag? Vera says, laughing, I know, right. Nope, all good. Quingita said, that is me, welp.
Speaking of which, earlier in the day I finished WFC with friends. I think it's a banger game, and I think Hasbro should make more games.
Okay, are you gonna play Fall of Cybertron next, the sequel to it? Unfortunately, Fall of Cybertron does get beholden to some like dictates of, we gotta like mix this with the Transformers Prime cartoon because we're gonna shoehorn them into the same universe. So make sure Bumblebee gets like injured so that we'll say like that's how he got mute and stuff like that. But counterpoint, Fall of Cybertron has Bruticus, which is great. A really great Bruticus Cybertronian design. Awful toys they made. One was great though with the G2 color scheme. It was great. But more importantly, are you gonna play Devastation eventually? Can you still play that? I guess probably through piracy. But thank you, Vero, for the 10 bits. But again, I'm gonna read some more here. Vera saying, laughing, I know, right. Nope, all good. Quia said, whoops me. Vera says, oh my gosh, Boss Lady is alive again. That's right. Maybe in this universe, she could be a fave like Gaku is. Nora said, I'm going to sleep. Good night, Jack. Good night, Nora. Thank you for being here and for hanging out. Vera says, oh, good night, Nora. Vera said, I gotta catch you on another day. Nora said, everyone wish a good night to my lovely uneven ear. Good night to uneven-eared Ina. Vera says, good night, bald Ina. Crystal says, rip Moko. Crystal says, yippee. Night, night, Nora. Vera said, Hiroko heart. I'm just realizing all my favorites in this game are purple. Crystal says, purple. Garlic says, purple. Vera says, purr. Queen Katie says, Takumi Eito learned the truth after learning the language of the invaders. I don't think Eito has that anymore. So that's what I'm assuming, too. By the way, once again, last call for raid suggestions, because we're like 2.5 minutes away from the 3-hour mark now. Quickita says, I've heard of Outer Wilds, but never played it or seen it. I might sleep on those streams, to be honest. Well, we'll see. I've heard it's good. Dagger says, wait, the cheer was accidental. Oh, well, thank you for the bits regardless, Dagger. Dagger says, a taku is so based. Oh, there we go. Crystal with some raid suggestions. Thank you very much, Crystal. I will copy these over into my text file. Oh, and you even like noted on one of them that we have rated before. So thank you very much. I appreciate that too. Quickita said, captions, tuck A to me. And Vera says, A to me sounds cuter. Quickita said, captions, Taquito. Oh, that, you know what? I've decided that is their ship name. Even though it doesn't quite work, Taquito is their ship name now. Quickita says, Crystal says, oh, another raid suggestion. Okay, another one from Crystal. Let me copy this one over as well. Thank you very much, Crystal. You're the MVP of raid suggestions. And then Crystal says, Logan, no, what did I do? Why do I always do things? What does the Logan know? What did I do? I did something wrong. I just know it. Dagger says, raid suggestion. Oh, okay, hang on. There's Dagger's got a raid suggestion as well. Let me copy over Dagger's raid suggestion. Give me just a second. So there we go. So now between all these, we got plenty of raid suggestions. So thank you. Sorry for the lurkers putting up with me copying these over. It just takes a minute. Quickita says, I mean, it was thanks to you that I fell in love with Slay the Princess, lol, and Bad End Theater. Oh, that was such a fun game. Both games I 100%ed. Quickita said, that's quite the adorable emote. Oh, it's AMC doing beaker emotes. AMC says, you good person, don't listen to Logson. Vera's laughing, said this is why I never watched Energon. Timestamp 2 hours, 48 minutes. I'm only 11 minutes behind on Twitch. Vera said, are we allowed to feed him in the cage? I think Shoma should be able to feed him. And I mean, by extension, clean up his leavings. Quickita says, can we shake him? Yes. We should shake him. Let me see. Can I? Oh, wait, no. Shaking the window doesn't do anything on Twitch. I am dumb. Let's see. Crystal says, can we choke Ato? I mean, he's your Ato. Vera said, Logan with a fiery red hair would be like Hero from Psyche. It'd weirdly suit him, or Endeavor from My Hero Academia. I don't want to be Endeavor. Quigita says, oh, that's... I mean, Endeavor, I guess, has a redemption, but still. Quigita says, oh, that's fun. Ato was on the left cage. Prisoner was on the right cage. Garlic said, Sirei calling Ato by his surname was for some reason very weird to me. Well, I feel like, yeah, because he calls everybody by their surnames. That's why he calls us Sumino, and he's Outsuki and all that. Right? Crystal says, Ato, our toxic yaoi man. Sirei calls everyone by their last name.
Reminder, while Logan reads chat, don't forget Free Comic Day is on May 2nd, and apparently Skybound is making a free Transformers comic amused.
They are, Energon Universe, so that is exciting. It's been a while since I participated in Free Comic Book Day. I used to always wait in line outside, get horrible sunburns for it. Thank you for the 10 bits. Also, there is a leak. There's been rumored that they're going to be redoing the Dino King molds as Monstructor, and a leak purporting to be a what it looks like came out. I posted it in Discord. I'm excited. I'm very excited. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I didn't hear the pring noise. Did it not go off? Is that not happening? Anyway, I'm almost finished catching up to chat. Thank you for the lurkers who are putting up with this. We were so close to catching up in chat. Garlic says he does? Dang, I forgot everything. Veer with the emos. Crystal says, yep. He calls us Sumino 2, which is Takumi's surname. Dagger says, I can fix Darumi. I can give her a proper care and words of affirmation. You know, Dagger, since you love the Souls games so much and that aesthetic, I bet you would take good care of Darumi. Vera says, Triptychon was a pain to fight. Ugh, definitely enjoyed the Decepticon campaign more. Quige says, Taquito. Vera said, but overall, I like the mechanics, transformation, fighting banger, and character interactions amplified. Well, I guess it was very much like Gears of War style. I prefer Devastation, more just kind of like button mashing, and the transforming is fun, and the animation, the style, the music, so good. Dagger says, sounds like Mosquito. Well, that's if you want more Toquito, you get Mosquito. And Vera says, I gotta check Discord after stream. There, 3 hours, 1 minute, 37 seconds. I caught up to chat for the first time of the night on Twitch. And now there's a few comments I'm behind over on YouTube, I think. Derma says, Tyrion Cuthbert, Arcane Attorney. I have that. Somebody gifted that to me. Was that you gifted that to me, Derma? Somebody gifted that to me, and so I have that. Oh, Tyrion Cuthbert. There we go. I said it wrong. Says, oh, Darumi's a red flag. I'm not saying date her, but be nice to her. Oh, absolutely be nice to her. Baku says, Logan, have you ever played Elden Ring? I'm seeing things about it, and I was considering getting it, but I don't know if I should. I have. I even briefly streamed it. I found it very zen. It was scratching a Tears of the Kingdom itch that I had before, or Breath of the Wild itch I had before Tears of the Kingdom came out. I enjoy Elden Ring. I'm not good at it, but I enjoy it. And Vera says, thank you for the very Ato better be caged for the rest of the route stream. 'Twas fun. I think obviously at some point we're going to need to take him out. He's either going to escape or we'll just, like I said, need everybody, all hands on deck, and maybe by then he will love Takumi so much that he'll be willing to put everything aside and just, yeah, be our friend again. But for those who are lurking, by the way, I need to give you the rundown on everything here. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. We're right now alternating between this game, 100 Line Last Defense Academy. Oh, also, I should make sure to save. 100 Line Last Defense Academy and the Walking Dead Telltale series. We are right now about halfway through season 3 of that. So that means tomorrow's going to be Walking Dead. Sunday, we're going to be picking up from where we're leaving off here. Before we do any of that, however, I need to copy and paste over one more time our link tree, even though I failed to do that earlier on YouTube. There is our link tree for anyone who's lurking. Oh crap, we suddenly lost like half our lurkers. I don't know if we'll have enough for a raid now. That's why I gotta like surprise the lurkers with a raid. Because as soon as I start to say, all right, we're winding down, people are like, all right, I'm leaving. So we shall see. We might not anymore. We did, but we lost literally half of them. So the person with the fewest number of viewers is this raid suggestion. So let's go ahead and see if we can populate enough. And Vera already put our raid command over in the chat, so you can copy that to your clipboard. Oh, looks like we do! Yay! We have just barely enough for a raid. Yay! And Vera already posted the link tree, so there it is on both Twitch and YouTube. Let's see. Dagger was saying, oh, he will love Takumi. Crystal says, just kiss Ato for the toxic yaoi, as Oak said. Crystal says, oh dear, Walking Dead. Vera said, can't wait for conflict. And Vera said, nice. Yes, so again, thank you all for being here. I love and appreciate you all. I had a lot of fun. I was worried that this would feel redundant, but they are launching like a whole new storyline. This almost doesn't even feel like we're repeating things, and I really am happy about that. I'm excited to see where this goes. Tomorrow's gonna be Walking Dead. Sunday, we'll pick up where we're leaving off here. Over on YouTube, I am still caught up. Okay, so good. So thank you all for being here. It means the world to me. I love and appreciate you all. I feel like I simultaneously feel like a broken record saying this, but I also feel like I never say it enough. You guys are the best. You're a far better community than I deserve, and you mean the world to me. And it means so much to me that you would hang out with me and spend your time with me. Love and appreciate you all. Let's see. What's going on? Is there more comments here? Quick said, thank you for the very spare stream. Yes. We might not always be as nice, but you guys are the best. Everybody over on the Twitch side of things, enjoy the raid. I think it was, I'm not sure. It might have been Dagger's suggestion for the raid that had a fewest number of viewers, but the raid's about to start. Enjoy the raid. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, bye, bye. And over on YouTube, Baka says, good night, No Gal. That's my name backward. No Gal was the chat canon name for my April Fool's Day VTuber persona who turned evil. You should watch that stream in the VOD archive if you haven't already. But everyone on YouTube and watching this VOD, good night as well.